These are your fixtures today. Join the one you want to play. Everybody starts with a 100 million budget, and then you can spend that budget on up to 4 players to make up your squad. Stack your millions on the players who you think will give you the most return during the game. You get points when a player achieves a milestone in real time. Milestones are events that occur during every match, such as shots on targets, goals, tackles. Is someone not performing? Sell your players here and buy another. As you play, your players will increase or decrease in value while you trade. Make your changes and stack quick, as the game will freeze when there is a potential dangerous attack, like a free kick or a corner. You can also go full screen and watch Game Day live while you play. Don't worry, you can join the contest even after the match has started. Change your picks according to how the game is panning out. Pick players from teams you think will dominate, or you can rely on defenders to pick up your points. You have to play smart in every game. The main aim is to manage your squad like a boss and score points. The more points you score, the higher you rank. Check your ranking at the end of each contest and collect your loot and see where you rank on the leaderboard. Welcome to the new age of fantasy. This is Top Squad. These are
Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's watch along. I'm joined by 2 wonderful guests. We're finally back in the studio, which I'm so happy about. I'm sure you are both too. Saeed, hi.
I'm good. How are you guys? You alright?
Yeah.
2 wonderful ladies.
Lucky you.
I'm feeling lucky at the minute.
Lucky you tonight. How was your Christmas?
Yeah, good. Honestly, good family time. You know, and yeah, just I was kind of like, you know, enjoying it. And I think for me now, football time now. And I think just this is it now. We've not played in about 3 weeks. As much as I love the Christmas period and whatnot, I was like, United, come on.
Yeah, you need to be back.
Like, we've not played since Norwich.
Wow.
At start of December.
That's ages.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So
that's absolutely ages.
I know. I'm happy we're back now.
Well, hopefully it's going to be a good performance from.
Well, you don't know. I've had some fair share in here. You know, Sophie knows. I was on the floor there. Remember that time?
You've had some really hard days in the studio, babe.
Times in here. Ex throwing popcorn at me. Listen, it's been crazy in here. You know, like.
Hopefully onwards and upwards for you. Hi, Soph.
Hi. I'm back. Hi,
You're back. Everyone's very excited in the chat to see you back.
Oh, thanks everyone. I've missed you all. Well, obviously I came back and then sort of this new variant has hit and everything's been going a little bit downhill since then. Yeah. So I'm glad that I'm finally back and I've missed everybody. So I said to Robbie, if you're not going to employ me, I'm not coming back. And he said, okay, come back. I said, okay, great.
Okay, great.
No, we missed you.
Did you have a good Christmas?
You know what? Yes, I was actually on my own for Christmas, which it's not sad though. Like, I chose to be on my own because I've done so much travelling. I was so tired, and what with everything with COVID and that, I wasn't really feeling very Christmassy. Yeah. So I just literally made myself a huge dinner, as you do. Cooked some really good chicken. Ooh. And then just chilled and slept all day. It was great.
Sounds like a perfect day.
It was fine. Yeah, I was happy.
Okay, remember guys, go do your top squad please. We're going to be doing it a little bit later on in the show. Head over to the Don Robbie app or www.donrobbie.com to make sure you do your top squad as well. But anyway, back to football. I mean, yesterday, Boxing Day, was insane,
crazy.
Right?
Wild.
I mean, what was that year that everyone talks about? Was it 1963?
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday was
coming. That's it, Tottenham won the league.
Yeah, well, you never know. Could happen again. Could happen again one day in my lifetime, maybe. But Manchester City, I mean, noisy neighbours, right? 6-3.
Noisy neighbours.
I like that, noisy neighbours.
They are, because I've predominantly in my family, they're City fans. Well, majority of them.
How have you ended up as a United fan?
You know what? It's a funny story, I tell you, because my uncle had the only Sky box available in the area. Because back in them days, we had to watch it on Sky, didn't you? Yeah. And we used to kind of like go to his to watch it. So I remember like it was like 2001. I remember it was like Arsenal United, and then we went over there, and then I think United got a draw. But it was like the whole feeling that everyone was there. We all grew up as United fans. So like majority of the people that I grew up with, like are United fans. So that kind of swayed me to that side. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be a Blue right now. Because majority of my family are Blue.
You would have been a proper supporter.
Yeah, I would have been. You know, what I mean, I would have been like, you know, empty seats and all that. You know.
Empty seats. It's true, there are empty seats at the Etihad. I have been there. And
yeah, but you know what? I think it's it kind of hurts me, if I'm being honest with you, because at the end of the day, would you rather have empty seats or would you rather have Premier League trophies year after year? So you know, it's crazy, but yeah, that's me.
You picked the right side. But anyway, it's City yesterday. I mean, credit to them, obviously, but Leicester have got so many injuries. I mean, we were talking about it before, and I know that Brendan Rodgers is on a bad run, but these are I'm just going to run you both through Leicester's injuries. So Ryan Bertrand, who's the latest one, who's now unavailable. Jamie Vardy was on the bench. Wilfred Ndidi was on the bench as well because they've both got minor tweaks. Johnny Evans, Soyuncu, Pereira, James Justin, also Patson Daka and Harvey Barnes. So I know that it's a lot of injuries. It's fair to say that things haven't been going well for Brendan Rodgers for quite some time. But with those injuries, like surely the narrative has to also include that problem as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was our Carabao Cup game we played against Brentford. Chelsea, we played 3 17-year-olds because our bench was just 2 goalkeepers and then 2 other players, Sarr and Sol, who basically have come in and they really haven't settled well into the Premier League and they really don't play a lot. So we literally had hardly any players. And I know you mix it up a little bit in the cup games and that, but you know, with injuries and with COVID, we literally had everyone out. We had no Lukaku, no Werner, we had no Hudson-Odoi, no Chilwell,
you were missing
Kante for ages. Like, we literally had like no players. So it is difficult. But I am a little bit confused as to why some games are getting called off and others aren't, when some of them actually seem to have a few less COVID issues, but I don't know.
Well, we saw yesterday with Crystal Palace, they tried to get their game called off. Patrick Vieira has COVID, but I mean, they put out a pretty much full strength side. So I didn't understand really what they were trying to get the game.
Well, Chelsea were back yesterday in full force. We did really well, so I was proper pleased.
Yes,
now we've got some of our players back.
You got a good win.
But I blame you, Abbi, for bigging up Brendan Rodgers. Remember when you was on the Saturday football show? You were like, Brendan Rodgers, get to United.
I've cursed him.
You know, you've cursed him. You and Robbie cursed Brendan Rodgers. You said let him get the United job. Let him do this. Let him do that.
Well, of course, I'd like him to get the United job. I think everyone would like him to get the United job.
To be fair, but since he's been on that run, you know, his run's been very, very bad.
It has, and you are absolutely spot on. It has been really, really poor. But when I say to you about the United job, I'm looking at it from like since he took charge of Leicester and what he's achieved for Leicester. And I think that Leicester are probably punching. I know obviously they won the title, but that's like a 1 in a billion chance that they were ever going to do that, especially when they nearly got relegated in season before. You know, FA Cup, Community Shield, and if we're classing that as a trophy, I know Arsenal fans like to class that.
Yeah, they love that.
But I would say where he's always let down is being the nearly man. You know, he's always got to.
He's a bottler.
You said it, not me. He's got to that stage where
he's.
He's
you was going to say that though, would you?
Well, I'm alluding to it,
because
but in a nicer way.
Similar ones with Tottenham, you know what I mean?
Wow, look at that sass. I've not even started the stream properly yet, Saeed. Let me warm up. But yeah, he's always got to that point with Leicester where they've been consecutively great over the space of 2 seasons. Should have got Champions League and didn't get themselves over the line. So I get that, but at this moment in time, is it harsh to be looking at him like that when he's got the injuries he's got?
No, of course. In hindsight, you know what I mean? He has had a lot of injuries. And to be fair to me, he has carried on. You know what I mean? Obviously, they've had a few postponements, but, you know, I just look at it and I think, you know, before they had injuries, they were still doing bad. You know, it's not as if injuries have caused him to kind of be on a bad run. He was on a bad run before the injuries. I was there for the Chelsea game, you know, they got smacked up then. They've been inconsistent, but I think, you know, they've had a few positive performances. Maddison's been good, you know. But again, I wouldn't be worried about Brendan Rodgers at Leicester because I think for them, though, you know what I mean, who do they get after him, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, Brendan Rodgers is a good fit at Leicester. And I think he won't be sacked, but I tell you what, though, if they carry on this form, you just never know.
I think he will be. I think if we're sitting here in a month's time, and it's the same situation, I think he'll be gone.
Wow.
I do.
See, the thing is, it's like, what do Leicester fans want? Do they want top 4? Do they think they're good enough for top 4? Do they think they're good enough for top 6? But he will get you top 6, 7. But then will he? Because Tottenham and Arsenal doing well.
That's the thing, they have to wait up and see. We have a super chat here from Philemon to Sophie, who said, "Hi Sophie, are you married?" I'm sorry, I have to say that out.
See, they're all going to come
I'm not
now.
married, no. I'm not married, I'm just flowing. Yeah. We talked about that side, didn't we, in text? I'm flowing.
You're flowing, yeah. But
I'm not,
are you on the hunt, though, for a boyfriend?
Well, I think he needs to find me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't say that. By the time you leave the studio, people
I don't think it works if you go looking.
I agree.
I don't. That's a question for another day. But I'm not married. No,
okay,
not yet.
Not married yet. That in answer to your question. Skull Thuggery said, "Season's greetings to Saeed and the girls. Expect to see those walkers in Saeed's face when Joe Linton bags."
Well, we'll see. There's no walkers about here anyway. Is there one there?
I think that's what they mean.
Okay, I didn't see that though.
Mine.
Right, let's run through the teams for tonight. That would be a good place to start. Newcastle in goal, they've gone for Dubravka, Manquillo, Shah, Lascelles and Kraft. Fraser, Shelvey, Longstaff, St. Maximin, Wilson and Joe Linton up top. And United have gone De Gea in goal, Dalot, Varane is back, Maguire, Telles, McTominay, Fred, Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Rashford. It's such an interesting formation that.
I know, it's jarring. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know what's going on.
How do you feel about that formation?
I can't really judge Rangnick in a minute because I've not really seen anything. You know, I mean, we've had a Crystal Palace game which I thought the first half was good. Second game, Norwich wasn't great. I think we were lucky. You know, and we've had a month, 3 weeks off. I don't know. Like, I can only judge it maybe in a month's time, maybe end of January, when we have consecutive games. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really judge it. But I think the formation is a bit weird. I think it will be a 4-2-3-1, but then Carragher's messing about on the screen, so I don't know what he's doing there. You know what I mean? He's put a 4-3-3, but I don't know. I just think it's maybe going to be a 4-2-3-1. I'm disappointed Sancho's not playing, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought he built up a little form, but again, I can't go mad at Rangnick at a minute because it is still honeymoon period. He's still learning the players. He can't come in and say, you're off, and you're not playing. He's still, that's the same core team, maybe barring the fullbacks that Ollie would have picked. Yeah. You know, if you're being really honest, that would be the core team. You know, so he's kind of like thinking to himself, you know what, let me make it like a happy camp at first, give everyone opportunity, and then when I really know my players, that's when I'll be like, yeah, you're off, I don't like you.
Yeah, which is fair, you have to give him a fair shot. And also, because you guys haven't played, I mean, I know he would have had time with them on the training ground, which is great, similar to what Spurs have had with Conte, and he's been able to kind of, get his ideas across to the squad when there was that whole COVID outbreak. But you can't really judge at the moment. There
you go. And the club, obviously through confidential reasons, they don't really disclose who's got COVID.
No, but you can tell.
Well, there you go, 100%. But they've not disclosed anything, so we don't know really. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm not really confident about this game, I'll be honest with you. I know you're going to sound mad, but I think we'll win, but I don't think it's confident as what people will say because as much as they're bottom of the league, we've not played for 3 weeks. So will they have much intensity? Will they have more intensity? I mean, they've had zero intensity the whole season. I mean, I have to say, you feel that way. And on your bench, you've got Cavani, you've got Luke Shaw, Sancho, Wan-Bissaka, Matic, Van der Beek, Elanga, and Henderson. Yeah. So, do you great bench. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad, but I think that's why I think we're going to win because we just have sheer quality difference. Especially if you compare it to the Newcastle substitutes. That's what I'm saying. Hendrick, Murphy, Almiron, Woodman, Giuseppe, whoever that is, Anderson, Gale, and White. Yeah. So I think that you can probably. We'll win. Like, I'm confident we'll win, but I don't think it'll be a smooth sailing as what people say. That I've heard like 4-5-0. I don't think it'll be that, but I think we'll win. Okay. I think we'll win. There is a super chat here from 58 GOJ58. That really is his name. Wow. Who says Spurs and Arsenal for top 4. United can't press. That means, I assume, that Chelsea would be out of that top 4. Yeah, that's weird. How do you feel about that, Soph? No, I think we're definitely going to get top 4. I mean, I wasn't as confident as everybody else that we're going to win the league this season. I still think that's open for whoever at the minute. It's going to be between Liverpool, City and Chelsea. I'm pretty sure of that. But you just never know in the Premier League, and especially things do change once it gets to January. Yeah. A lot of the bottom half teams, especially the ones that are sort of in that relegation zone or just sort of nearby, they start. They're obviously fighting against going down, so they start to play better. I'm assuming Newcastle are going to make a few signings in this window to try and assure they stay in the Premier League, and then obviously fully go for it next season. But I'm still not sure who's going to win it yet, but definitely Chelsea top 4. So I'm not sure what. Maybe he's just forgotten. Okay, the same guy who said, who would Sophie rather see get top 4, Spurs or Arsenal? Arsenal. I mean, that's obvious. That's an obvious one. I just genuinely, I never get this, right? I know what I don't get is the hatred for Spurs from all these teams. Spurs don't do anything. They don't win anything. Yeah. I never understand what the collective. Did you give it the large though when you were hate them? You know, do Tottenham fans give it the large though? I don't really think so. I think not as much as like Arsenal fans do. You know, and Spurs have never won anything. And I think that if you ask most Spurs fans, they'll openly say, I don't get why other teams. Yeah, I don't get the Tottenham Chelsea one. I don't really get the Tottenham Chelsea. It's the worst. It is the worst. That's it is the worst. People think it's Tottenham Arsenal, which obviously it is, but Chelsea Spurs is a huge fucking day out.
the Chelsea one because
yeah,
it's just like so much more passion in it.
Yeah,
it's weird that I don't know why. But
well, it's like West London, North London, isn't it? Rather than two North London.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
we've got Liverpool. Our probably is Liverpool, our biggest rivalry. And
that's what I mean, and it should be City because you're the one next door to you.
And you could say that City have only been around for like the last 10 years.
To be fair, true.
10, 12 years.
And Liverpool because of the history, because we've got 20 times and they're with the 19, so poor Liverpool, but yeah.
Yeah. We mentioned Newcastle and about doing stuff in the January transfer window.
Yeah.
How do you see that going though? Because they're in a relegation battle, we're aware of it, and it's probably not going to get any better for them anytime soon.
I mean, I don't know because like Newcastle are one of those teams who actually they can go down and easily come back up straight away.
I mean,
they're not one of those
club in
but even before they've never been one of those clubs to really go down for longer than a couple of years. I'm sure. I mean, normally they go down, up, and they've done well to stay in it the last few years, but. I don't see them winning today's game. It is hard. St James Park. I mean, whenever Chelsea go there, we don't particularly play well, and it is hard. It is going to be harder, and it's either going to go one way or the other. It's going to be you've had 3 weeks of rest, so you're more fit for it, or you've had 3 weeks out and you're just trying to get back into it. It's going to go like one way or the other.
Of course.
But Newcastle aren't good at the minute. They easily concede goals. I don't see them winning this. This should easily be a 2-0 win for United. But again, it depends on how you lot play.
Turn out.
This is it. It's all about us and how we dictate.
I'm obviously repping for Newcastle, and I love Newcastle.
Do you love it?
Like,
quite a good city though.
It's a great city. The people are so friendly. Everyone's very happy. It's like it's just different. It's so North England, but it's just a different
nice.
place altogether. It's not like a North England typical city.
No.
Not like where you're from.
What's typical northern city?
No, but it's a different vibe, isn't it? Even though it's up north. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know what Carragher's talking about here, to be honest. But let's see how it goes.
Okay.
I don't see them winning this, though. I mean, I don't.
No, look, for me, I think this has got like a big United win on it. I'd say 3 or 4 nil.
I mean, if you can't beat Newcastle side, you've got serious issues.
Is that reverse psychology? Yeah, I'll be there.
No.
No, it's not. No, I see. Look at that. Those your eyes. I see the eyes.
Although I've only been here once when you've won.
Yeah, once. Yeah, West Ham.
Is that it? Yeah.
I haven't been here any times when you won.
But even
that though, there was a penalty save and all that. That was a dramatic day for you.
You know what I mean? So it's not been great. You know what I mean?
Are you upset? Are you upset now that you've got me and Sophie?
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's not ideal. You know what I mean? In other ways, it is. But you know, like it's I'm confident because it's Man United, but then I'm not confident because we've not played for 3 weeks, and that's where my hesitation comes in. And it's almost as if like we're coming back from pre-season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it is a bit weird.
It is, isn't it?
But you've been training though, haven't you?
We've been training, I think, just this past week, but before that, they were told to go home and do homework apparently. So.
But this is going to make the Premier League quite interesting though, because I think as it goes on, we're going to be living with COVID for God knows how long, years to come. Like there are going to be certain teams that, okay, you think they're going to go out in there and win there, and then you see, oh, they've got 4 different COVID cases and they've got 4 of the best players out. You just don't know.
That makes so much difference, because if you can't play, then you can't play. But like we saw with you guys, you take 4 or 5 players out of your team. Same with Leicester, whether it be injuries or COVID and things like that.
Yeah,
are you supposed to just get on with it and then not have the games called off? What would be better for you, Saeed?
For me, like it has to be right, of course. You know what I mean? You don't want to kill the league, but I'm just looking at the league and I'm looking at the transparency of the league. You know what I mean? Like Man City, I think will be clear anyway. But I'm thinking about top 4. Like I'm not making excuses here. I'm not. But imagine now. Let's say for example Tottenham now they're on a roll and you're missing your next game, aren't you?
No.
Wolves, isn't it? You've got
postponed. No, Arsenal got Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah. For example, Arsenal or whoever. Like, you know, now we'll play a game now, but then imagine we don't play for the next 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you get the other team has 2 games in a row, but then we have a pressure on to win that game. Like a lot of people say, well, you say you got squad, why are you moaning? But it's about you're playing after the team. It's
I think it depends on the circumstance as well, though. Like, for instance, I genuinely believe we're going to be living with COVID for at least the next 10 years. We can't keep postponing games.
Solve it.
It's not going anywhere. It's not. There's a new variant we've already had like 4 variants.
Years, you know, Sophie. I'm meant to be living my prime years.
What I'm saying is.
Sorry? Yeah, no, that woman.
No. What I'm saying is though, we can't keep stopping and starting the league all the time, changing games, whatever. Like, yeah, if it gets to a point where people are getting seriously ill with COVID and it's going to affect how they play, there's going to be more injuries, then yeah, 100%. If it's like the majority of your team, of course. But I do think it's going to happen to every team. So if 4 or 5 of your players are out, but you've got other players that are registered that
So
can
you're saying
play.
get
That
on
has
with it
to,
then?
because otherwise, what we're going to be, the league is just never going to end.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's going to be going on until September, and it's going to mess it
No,
up
I
even
totally
further.
agree, and you've got to get it all done, especially when also we've got the World Cup coming next Christmas.
November,
Everything has to kind of finish and be on time.
Yeah.
And those players have to have a rest. You forget they played 2 back-to-back seasons. You know,
Yeah.
COVID,
There you
and
go.
then
If you're going to do it
Euros.
though, they should just postpone all games for a week. But then even then, you postpone the games, right? The players ain't going to be sitting at home doing nothing. They're going to want to go out.
Yeah, that's the
There you
argument.
go.
So then they're just as likely to get it. So I don't really know what. Like I said, unless it really has to be cancelled, I don't think we can just
But maybe
keep
it should
cancelling
be
loads of
collective,
games.
as we're saying, not just
That's what I mean,
games
like a
here and
collective,
there.
like a
If-
1 week.
yeah.
If we know the
If
cases
there's
are
more
getting
than
bad.
maybe 3 games,
Yeah,
that
and then
being
it's-
How did
yeah.
you get it
for
under
COVID.
control last time? Was it that they had bubbles and stuff like that?
Yeah, you had bubbles.
Yeah, but now, you know, the thing is that you go out and just chill, you know what I mean, and do whatever you want. So it's just a bit of jarring, innit? You know what I mean?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they say that fans can't attend the games if it gets worse, because that obviously is thousands and thousands of people all cramped into
Yeah, I
one
know.
space. So I unfortunately, I get that if that had to be done. But I think to postpone games all the time, then I think it's going to get to a point where it's like you can only postpone so many.
Yeah,
before.
no, I totally agree with you. Right, just to let you guys know that Top Squad is now ready to play. Top Squad is a live football fantasy game, and you can play live with us on the Don Robbie Extra app. There's a link to that in the description below and pinned in. Come to United, is a Newcastle United. When or if they get relegated, because this whole big saga about the January transfer window and what Newcastle are going to do, if you go and get players now with all the money they've got, they're going to have a clause in it that says, if you go down, I am not going to stay at this club. So it puts Newcastle in a really tough position to actually get players that are going to want to come, want to get them out of a relegation dogfight. So you can have all the money in the world, but the players that you're going to want to spend it on aren't the ones that are probably going to dig you out of this.
True.
What do they need to do in this January transfer window?
They need to go get players who want to play for money. No, I mean seriously, they have to play. They have to have players who want that financial reward, but are then, they'll respond to kind of like being like, and they want to play for the fight. They want to kind of come back up. So I'm looking at players like Tarkowski, Jesse Lingard. I think is a good player that would go there.
Lingard would be good up there.
He would be good at this.
Lingard, I would. Yeah, 100%.
But do you think he'd want to go and have that?
Yeah, because he's rejected a. He said no to going in January to West Ham. So if the money's right, he would go because he's looking for his final paycheck. He's 29 now. This would be
29 now?
Yeah,
Oh my
of course.
God.
Yeah.
Probably looks
He's got
young.
baby looks though. So he wouldn't want to go for his last final paycheck. So it would make sense. Newcastle. Newcastle's that club that you would get a nice wage, and you'd get your wage. Like, the club won't be like, well, you know, we're trying to save money here.
And it's a good club to go to. It's a nice place to live.
It's a great city to live in.
I think, to be honest, they need to sort of shop within the Premier League for now.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think the answer to all their solution to all their answers. Whatever I'm trying to say. I'm too hungover for this shit today. I don't think the way to go is just buy a load of really expensive players, because even Spurs did it when they sold Gareth Bale. They bought a load of players and they didn't necessarily gel well together. So I just think they need a few additions to keep themselves up. And that's what I mean. You don't need to go mental. Just a couple of, like, Lingard would be great because he's going to get you goals and might get you the 3 points in a game where at the moment this team
they're not getting anything.
Not going to get it. And that would save them.
You're absolutely right. So like you said, someone like a James Tarkowski, a Jesse Lingard, would you then go for someone else as well? Someone like a striker as well?
Yeah, striker. You're looking at, you know, maybe some of the French players in the Premier League that don't really get opportunity.
They're going to need goals, because their defence isn't the best.
What about someone like Martial?
Nah, come on, let's respect Martial.
I'm just asking. Anthony Martial made it very clear he wants to leave Manchester United.
Yeah, but
big money at Newcastle.
Martial. I think I rate him that highly. I think he wouldn't, you know, that step down for me would be a bit kind of not for him. I think he's looking for Champions League football. I think he's looking for somewhere where you can build like a legacy. Newcastle, yeah, it's true, he could build a legacy, but you know, imagine they don't come back up after 2 years. It's like you've wasted 2 years. That's the risk you have to take,
unless you get a clause in there.
Yeah, there you go then, exactly.
Super chat from Paul 2011. Pick up Saeed. Operation Relegate Newcastle must continue. Can't believe I'm saying this, but come on, Manchester United.
Wow, is he a Sunderland fan?
I don't know. Paul, let us know if you're a Sunderland fan with another super chat. Shadab said, why are you so beautiful, Sophie?
There you go.
I don't feel it right now, babe, thank you. I haven't got my nails done, but that's very sweet. People have been nice to me today.
Yeah.
They're being very nice to you, which is very sweet. Floyd Mayweather, probably not the Floyd Mayweather, said loan players in that are currently sitting on the benches at top clubs. That is what Newcastle should do.
Yeah.
And also a big thank you to my Somali brother, Saeed. Keep shining.
Pick up, thank you very much.
Yep. Absolutely. Anyone who's saying that I'm not reading super chats, I've read every single super chat.
Yep.
You can just chill out. I'm not in the mood. Put it that way. I'm not in the mood.
Sometimes and I'm scrolling back and I'm like, no, I think I've read them all.
Oh, literally, people just like to annoy you, don't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about to kick off here. Newcastle, well, I don't know. Eddie Howe, since he's come in, would you say there's been any type of improvement?
It's difficult though, Abbi, because they were always like, they were down and out. They just had nothing to fight. They've got a manager who can get them back up. That's what they've gone for. They've gone for a manager who is able to come back up. They were about to get Unai Emery, but then when he looked at the table, he probably thought, yeah, probably not. So he's gone in there and he knows that, you know, I'm on a decent wage. I can bring back Newcastle up. Yeah. And that'll be the challenge. You know, so it's crazy, but that I don't know why Joelinton's in midfield though. That's a bit of a dodgy one, isn't it?
Looking at Newcastle's team now, like in a couple of years' time, like half of those, like 3/4 of those are going to be all shipped out.
It's like City. You know when City got there, they didn't go straight away and buy all the world class players. They bought steady on players. You know, Joe. I don't know if you know Joe, but they bought players that were.
What is this McTominay thing about? Why do they all love him? Am I missing something here?
Who loves him?
All of them. he just gets into every starting. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
No, because I think you know what it is with him. He's a workhorse. He's someone that gives a lot. You know what I mean? And I think the manager likes that for now. But I don't know whether he'll be there. You know, in the future.
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying that I'm sure you'd rather have.
Who would be your pick then? What do United need to do in this transfer window?
For me, midfielder. I think we need a midfielder, box to box. I think we'd go for someone like Haidar or something like that. But we need a midfielder. We're quite light in there. I know Pogba's coming back, but Matic is getting on now. Mata's getting on. And I think in that middle, where we want to play this system, we need.
Varane is so good looking. I actually can't look at it.
Varane, yeah. Why does everyone say that?
Have you seen him?
Yeah. To be fair, he's like, you know,
fucking beautiful.
He's a man.
God's sake.
Yeah. So shall I go get him for you?
Yeah, go get him for her.
You can't have him yourself, Saeed.
Right, Saeed, there's super chat, and I'm probably going to do this a disservice because I think it's a Somalian thing that I can't read. So I'm going to let you read it because I'm probably going to do this wrong.
Saeed.
You have to read it out though.
Gabdo or English. Oh, okay. So he said a Somali woman or English woman.
Right. Okay.
Listen, I'm open to any. what I'm saying?
You
Like,
guys in the chats tonight, you are just on one.
Everyone, white, black, blue, yellow, green.
everyone's here. Everyone's on it. Everyone's like saying to me, "Yo, get on it."
Yeah, that is mad. Right, Paul, who also shout you out before, he said he's actually a Wolves fan.
Oh, Wolves fan. Okay.
He is a Wolves
I wonder what
fan.
what Wolves done to Newcastle did to Wolves. Trying to think. Anyway.
Right, because there was a sound issue earlier, which thank you everyone for pointing out, which our great team has now corrected. We're going to go through Top Squad again for anyone that missed it. So get involved.
Just eating my crisp.
Get involved in your crisp.
This is my last packet before I go on my diet.
Oh, when are you going on your diet?
Well, it meant to be yesterday, but
No, why would you not start till the 1st of Jan?
I should do really, but I just want to prep myself. I want to prep
New
myself.
year, new me.
1st of Jan.
Oh, what? Started again?
Right.
Started again?
They've started again. They're about to re-kick off again at St James's Park. Okay, right, Top Squad. So, anyone who missed it, Top Squad is a live fantasy football game. You can play live with us on the Don Robbie Extra app. The link to that is in the description below, and it is also pinned to the chat. We are going to get Saeed, so make sure you start picking yours, and we will allow you guys to obviously play along with us in the studio here. And that's great. And also you can win so many prizes as well, which is also really cool. So stay tuned. And at the end of every match day, we will then reveal them. Saeed, your top score, please.
Yeah, I've gone for David De Gea. He's in form right now. And I still think he's the best keeper in the league. I've gone for Cristiano Ronaldo, inevitable. And I've gone for Rashford and Greenwood. I think the forward line, midfielders not really score goal. Bruno's not been on the greatest of form. Defenders, you never want to put defenders on because you might concede. So yeah, I've just gone for the attacking force tonight. Just hope we get the win and get out of it because everybody's won. Everybody's won. You have won. Tottenham have won. The story can't be that United lose. It can't.
No, I agree with you. Erin sent a super chat saying, "Yo, Saeed, Abba Awas, my bro."
Sorry?
I mean, that's literally what it says.
Yeah. Let's leave that one.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know why people do this, man. Just chill out, man.
What did that one mean?
We get cancelled, man. We get cancelled.
Oh no! Stop it.
Yeah, we get cancelled in here, man.
You are. This is really not fair.
Okay.
Newcastle on the attack.
Bloody hell. That went off.
Maguire, man. He said, chill out, man. What's he doing?
These chats are crazy stuff. So good start so far from Newcastle. It's only been a minute, but they look like they're up for it.
Yeah, they're out. They're fighting for their lives.
They are fighting for their lives.
They don't, they need to get a result no matter what. And I was here 2 years ago when we lost 1-0. Longstaff scored. And it was just an awful game. So, yeah, Daloli said chill.
What's your prediction for tonight, Saeed?
I've gone for 2-0. I think we'll get the job done, but I don't think it'll be pretty. I think Newcastle will be very, very resolute. I think they'll try their hardest, but I think we'll have enough quality to beat them.
It is. It's such a tough place to go to. Their atmosphere is amazing.
Yes.
You think they're not even playing good football, and they're so behind their team, which is probably actually how teams should be.
He's already off. Joelinton. Looks like he's got a hamstring.
Let's see what's going on.
That is very unfortunate.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Is the uncle fine?
Let's just have a quick look and see what's going on with Joe Linton here. They definitely won't want to have an injury that early on into the game.
Yeah.
That could be dodgy. Very
dodgy.
I'm a Newcastle fan for tonight.
How do you feel about that?
Don't bother me. There's no competition just yet. I'm enjoying them where they are now.
What's everyone's expectations for Newcastle? Let's say they stay up. And I mean, it's not against the realms of possibility.
No, it's not.
They're only 3 points off of safety, believe it or not.
But they're 3 games ahead, aren't they? Ahead of Burnley, ahead of, that's what another thing as well, Abbi, is that imagine they play these games ahead of the guys who haven't got games, and then they've got it's not a disadvantage, but it's like almost, you get beat and then you have to look around results. Yeah. And it's like Burnley have got 3-4, games, and if they come back in a different way, who knows, they might kind of get the advantage. So we'll see. But I think Newcastle will get relegated. I think, it's too much damage that's been done.
So who else do you think will go down with Newcastle?
I think Norwich. And I think Watford, I want them to stay up because I feel like they're exciting. Do you not think that they're exciting with our young players?
Not particularly.
So I would probably say Burnley then.
I think if you take Sarr and Dennis out of that Watford side,
And they're going in the African Cup of Nations as well.
I think that, you know, if you take them out of it, there's not much that's exciting for me personally about Watford. I think that, you know, that they're one of those teams that tend to go up and down. Those, like, they
the yo-yo club.
I know they stayed in the Premier League for a really long period of time.
Biggest yo-yo club is bloody Norwich, honestly.
Yeah, again, Norwich, it's just...
Can we just permanently ban Norwich from the Premier
The
League?
problem is though, like, they come up and they just go straight back down again. There's something they're not getting. I think they spent a bit of money this time, but there's something they're not getting right there because it's actually pointless just going up for one season, come back down. You want to at least maintain it for a couple of, like, 2 or 3 seasons.
Have they ever stayed up one season?
I think they did once.
Might have been 2005 maybe or something like that. Or?
I think they've done it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite possibly. Paul in the chat said Lee Judges is playing centre mid for Newcastle.
I've been told to stop eating crisps.
Oh yeah.
Am I being loud?
Yeah, you're being loud as a crisp.
I'm sure they won't mind.
He's left
Sorry,
it for 5 minutes
when
as well.
Ty has crisps, he's allowed to eat them. This is sexist.
Yes, someone in the chat just said, didn't realise Burnley actually have 3 games in hand over Newcastle. But that's what's interesting about the league in general at the moment. There's so many games in hand. Spurs have got 3 games in hand. United have got 2. Have they got
2 games in hand, yeah.
2 games in hand. Chelsea, have you got any games in hand?
No, I don't think so. Let me just have we?
Is it 1? No, could be wrong.
Let me have a look.
Arsenal will also have a game, in hand.
Yeah.
After that game has also been called off tomorrow against Wolves.
So it's like, it's not a disadvantage.
No, we don't have any games in hand.
Oh, is it? Okay. But it's not a disadvantage, but it's like almost like a, it's unpredictable now. Go on, Dello, put that in. It'll be unpredictable now, the league.
Nothing much going on in this game so far, would you say so?
Yep. No, it's, again, we will be rusty. That's what I said, we'll be rusty. But I think we'll get the job done. But it just depends on Newcastle as well, how they play. Because I think they played well in there against City first half. They caused a few problems, even though they were 2-0 down. They caused a few problems, so we'll see.
It'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. But I still think this is United's all day long.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it should be, yeah.
It definitely should be. Sir Daddy said Watford have the cycling goalkeeper.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
They do. Here, there's a chance
God,
here
please,
for Newcastle.
Man, please.
Can they do anything?
Oh my God, it's gone in!
What a goal that is.
No way!
What a goal that is.
Oh my God!
And it was your guy, Varane,
Also,
man.
can I just say, they put it to
Well done,
goal.
Newcastle.
I said, man,
Wow,
I wasn't confident, man.
That's
What a
crazy.
goal that was. And I can tell you, Sky was so shocked they accidentally put it as
What
United
is this
first.
defending, man?
That was terrible defending.
But I think it was Varane gave the ball away.
What a finish that is
so
from St.
easy,
Maximin.
Yeah, but
man.
nobody's marking him either.
Let's have another
look,
look.
he's like
Varane made a mistake.
Varane making a mistake.
Yeah, Varane. But then Dalot doesn't get enough quick enough.
Oh,
Look, you got to
look
get
at
quicker to the
Maximin
ball.
here.
And then
Oh,
Maguire,
nice.
man, what is
That's
this
a brilliant
defending,
goal.
man?
Who's meant to be marking him?
What is that?
How is
What is that, man?
But can we let's just look at the finish on this. The finish is just...
The whole defending is a joke, man.
School, is it?
What is Maguire doing there, man? Striker, man.
He is 80 million, don't disrespect him.
Yeah.
Sophie, this isn't the time, you know.
This is not the time. But I mean, that is just an amazing finish from St. Maximin.
I said so it was in the air. I went confident.
So they need a couple more players like St. Maximin, basically.
They do, clearly. He's
That
the
is
only
a
one
very
with a bit
good
of
goal.
What
quality
do
in that
Newcastle
side.
need? Because they're not going to sort out their defensive issues
she's
just
excited
like
now
that.
as well.
Amanda Staveley couldn't quite believe it either. Rabadam
my
said, as
God.
terrible as they are, even United can't lose this. This was before, obviously, the goal.
But what I'm saying is that I think the best thing for them to do is go out and buy some strikers that are going to get them goals, because it's really hard to try and fix a
What is that,
defence really
Delon, man?
quickly.
What is that?
Have to more so
Oh
build
my
their defence, I
God,
think.
man.
Wow.
I just,
Okay.
honestly, there was a mistake they made beforehand. Maguire made a mistake. And it's like, oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, I do like Maguire. I think he's a great addition to your team.
Sorry?
I'm sensing
Yeah, of course he
sarcasm,
will.
so...
And I backed him, for a while, Called him all sorts, Harry
course you
Beckenbauer
did.
and everything.
Right, Bruno Fernandes, I wanted to talk to you about him earlier.
Yeah.
What has been the problem for him this season? Because he's been so electric the last 2 years he's been in the Premier League. Is it a Ronaldo factor?
You know what? It kind of is. But then also, for me, I think when we get the right system, it will work. But right now, it hasn't. This season, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what is
Wow.
up?
Newcastle could have very well been in again just then.
Yeah,
Maximum is not here to play.
Maximum absolutely terrorised Dalot last season, and he's doing the same thing now. Look, Dalot needs to get closer, man.
And what ball that is. So Maximum is literally taking no prisoners tonight.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
We're talking about Bruno Fernandes.
He's set a standard, right, Bruno Fernandes, that even a lot of people would argue that he's kind of come in and he's coming with a bang and he's set that standard. And this season, he just hasn't got there. I think the Ronaldo factor is a problem, or is a kind of a reason why maybe he hasn't been more, because he would have been in them goal scoring positions. He would have been maybe kind of occupying that role, But I think generally, they can play together in the right system now. That's what we have to work out now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ragnick is coming here for 6 months. Can he get that right? I don't know. Does he have to drop them? I still think Bruno Fernandes is a good player, and I think he will be a great player for Man United.
He's been an amazing player.
He's been immense.
He's probably been one of, over not this season, but the 2 seasons prior.
Yeah.
He's probably been the player of,
100%.
Definitely player of the season at one
January
point.
To that summer, he was brilliant.
He was just incredible. The impact he had on United. But even last season, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's weird because they play with each other for Portugal. So what is it that's not quite gelling together?
But
Newcastle on the break here.
He's always the one that has to be subbed off. He's always the one that kind of takes a more deeper role.
He's always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Is that the case when Ronaldo's
There you go,
around?
exactly. So even in Portugal, there'll be opportunities where the Portugal manager won't play him.
Yeah.
So I think it is a conflict, but I still believe it's not something that I think is just dead and buried, and I think, all of a sudden Ronaldo and Bruno can't play. There has to be some sort of
cohesion for them.
And maybe we need a midfielder in the summer for that to happen. I don't know, but I'm not going to rule it out right now. But today, when I looked at the formation, like Rashford's on the right, doesn't work for me. But again,
where would you play Rashford then? On
the left, if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be on the left. But I don't know where he's playing now. Is it a 4-2-3-1? I don't know what this formation is.
Your formation?
It's 4-2-2-2.
It's 4-2-2-2-2.
Yeah, but Rashford's not 10. Yeah, but then probably the thing is with that one, Rashford isn't a number 10 though. We're playing him in a number 10 role. And that's the problem. Look here again, it's too open. You're not going to be compact in this
Who's
system.
meant to be marking him?
This is the third time that they've broke.
So what's he doing?
I don't know.
Because he's leaving. That's one thing that really annoys me.
Oh my God, this is a joke. What is going on? Seriously.
Whack it.
Another chance for...
Oh my God,
chance again for Newcastle.
Oh my God, Sophie.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're the ones who are coming out in force. I told you, when it gets to January, though, teams do start to change.
Actually, in fairness, Newcastle always do play the last 10 games of the season. They actually do play them.
They played all right against Liverpool,
Yeah, they did.
And the first half, they played well against City.
Oh, no, City didn't even get out of second gear that game.
But the thing is, though, they troubled them. And we haven't played for 3 weeks. I'm not making excuses here, but I did say I wasn't confident in this game. But I think our overall quality...
I still think it's only been 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes,
I think that we'll turn this around from a United perspective. Mo Mokhtar said, who do you reckon wins the Premier League and the Champions League? Soph, who do you think wins both?
Oh, dear. This has gone icy. I've got just a big word of ice. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Champions League, that's very difficult. Champions League, I'm going to go Chelsea just to stick with my boys.
I expect nothing from
the Champions League is, I feel like the Premier League is, obviously it's a long competition and it's more who is the most consistent.
Yeah, of course.
As well as the Champions League is a lot to do with luck, how much you want it, how much the players want it, what happens during the game.
I'd also say the draw is very...
as well. Like, there's a lot of different aspects. So necessarily, PSG should have won it ages ago because if on paper...
Yeah.
They ain't winning it.
Yeah.
So I'll go Chelsea for that. I think the league, it's going to be really difficult to beat City now. And I actually had them down as the ones I wasn't so worried about. I thought it was going to be Chelsea or Liverpool. But as of the moment, I would say City.
Come on.
Purely because Chelsea just dropped too many points in the last couple of games with our draws against Everton.
That's it.
Did you think that it was Chelsea's this year? Because I predicted
everyone
Chelsea.
did. No, I just always said it will be between City, Liverpool and Chelsea. But again, it's going to come out with COVID and injuries and stuff. So I don't know. I think maybe in the next 2 months, we'll see towards the end of February.
So for Premier League, you've gone?
At the minute, I'm saying City.
Okay, in Champions League, you're on Chelsea?
Yeah.
All right, Saeed?
I'm going for City to win both.
Wow.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think they'll win both.
Okay.
I just think City, Premier League, I think they'll be clear. I think Mo Salah and Mane will be out for 2 games in January. And I think Champions League, you know, when they beat PSG comfortably like that, I just think their overall team, and they've got the best manager in the world in Guardiola. And I just think,
up.
Well,
Are you saying Thomas Tuchel for that?
No, I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that Pep Guardiola. I could manage a Man City. No offense.
Oh, Sophie, don't do that, old chestnut.
That's true.
But, seriously, you think that?
Yeah.
That they could just play regardless of their manager.
Pep Guardiola, last year when we won the Champions League, Pep Guardiola, that should have been City's. On paper, everything about that should have been City's. He's been there for years, he's had enough time to work on his squad. It's ridiculous that he hasn't won it yet.
Yeah, no, it is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Tuchel's come in and done a crazy job from the beginning, basically. And we haven't spent as much as City, I don't think.
Well, you have spent money. You spent 100 million.
You spent a lot of money.
You spent a lot of money.
Okay, no, I'm only joking. No, I just don't think he's the best manager in the world. I think that's ridiculous. All he's ever managed is Barcelona and City.
Look,
Come on.
I see your point. It's difficult when people say, he's a fraud. I think that's a bit hard.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad manager. Yeah. He's a good manager.
Just not the best in the world.
I'm just not saying he's because I don't think he's ever taken. If he was like Mourinho, for instance, has taken a not so good team and made Chelsea win the league. I don't think we necessarily had the best team the second time he came back.
But he hasn't won it for other clubs though.
Huh?
He has won it for Barcelona twice.
He won the Champions League with Inter Milan. I mean, that was crazy.
Guardiola.
You could say Guardiola didn't win it. He didn't win it at Bayern.
No, he didn't win it at Bayern. No. Oh, he looks injured there.
Yeah, but this is taking on top teams. There are some managers that I rate. For instance, I rate Jurgen Klopp a lot more. Yeah. I would say Klopp's probably the best manager in the world, purely because he actually spent time building a Liverpool team, and now they are literally one of the best teams in Europe.
Okay. Who's injured, Saeed?
I thought Ronaldo was injured there.
Ronnie
can't get injured, Ronnie.
Ask people in the chat if they think Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the world.
I'd love to hear your views as well,
actually. Get a poll up.
Let's get a poll going. Good plan. Who do you think is the best manager in the world? Let's go as the world.
Yeah.
Let's go as the world.
I think Jurgen Klopp's got to be up there. Tuchel could be up there, but he's got to prove himself first. He's only been in charge of Chelsea.
Yeah. I agree. Chance here for United.
Damn, that was a chance.
Couldn't quite make anything of it. Couldn't quite do anything. Where's
he was
that
onside as well.
Right, so who did you go for Champions League? Both? You went for
Man City to win both.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, Jay said United has spent so much money, but they still look like they need a brand new starting 11. Would you? I don't think you need a whole new starting 11. Come on, man.
Let's be real, man. It's just
I just think at the minute, something within the morale is not quite right, and I think obviously Ollie staying for as long as he did really affected that.
Too long.
That was way too long. It's not going. You're not going to just magically become this great team.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
things will have to get time. Go on, Rashford. That's it, running that. Go on. That's a corner.
Did you see Lukaku yesterday? Literally took out two of the Aston Villa defence. He's massive.
He's unbelievable.
I think it was Matty Cash. I think Cash fell on the floor. Yeah. And then obviously the second giveaway penalty was funny.
Konsa, I think, as well.
Huh? That's it.
Konsa.
Yes, yeah. Just watching it, I was like, wow.
Yeah, let's get this poll up. I definitely want to hear what people are saying, because people are massively backing Pep Guardiola.
Really?
They really are. Usman, this is just, hold on. That's popped up. Usman said, people think it's all money. Tell me how many people thought Rodri, Cancelo, Bernardo, etc. could do what they're doing right now. Don't disrespect the GOAT. He created 2011 Barca, which is the greatest team of all time.
Sophie, they're coming at you, man.
They had Messi, though. I'm not really sure
about. He's off now, finally.
I think that you have a point. I think I see your point in the fact that he's always gone to big clubs and hasn't had to necessarily build a team and do things maybe like Jurgen Klopp has. But I think that when you look at the way that he's had Manchester City playing consistently, what they've achieved under him, and I understand there's money that's heavily involved. Funnily enough, City don't actually spend that much money. Weirdly enough, they don't go and break the bank.
Yeah, they don't spend big.
They spent big on Jack Grealish, but apart from that, they don't go and spend kind of bit like how Chelsea do. They don't go and excessively spend in a transfer window. It's not really City style.
It's more just the one-off player.
They kind of pick them up as they go along with the quality. But I would say that when you look at the development of players, and you look at someone like Cancelo, came in, was a good player anyway, but now he's improved him so much. He's literally a replacement for Kevin De Bruyne, and that's not even his position, but he pings the ball about like Kevin De Bruyne. You know how he took Sterling, he took Sterling to another level in my opinion.
Exactly, 100%. He's made Sterling for me.
Rodri, Carl Walker, I spent years watching Carl Walker. He was, he went to a complete elite level as soon as he went to Manchester City. And I guess that is also, a a circumstance of the team that you play in.
Yeah, 100%. But it's, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad manager. Just for me, I think Klopp is a lot better.
Yeah.
Klopp's won the Champions League.
Is he coming back on now? What is this messing now?
Joe Linton, I think we're waiting for him to come on. I'm definitely interested to see what everyone in the chat says. So please make sure that you do your vote in the poll.
What, is he injured or is he not?
He's just going to do it again.
Who?
Joe Linton. It's either you're off or you're on, mate. You know what I mean?
Make up your mind, darling.
Make up your
mind.
Saeed.
Yeah.
I know you're 1-0 down at the moment and it probably won't stay this way, but hypothetically, what happens if United don't make top 4?
I don't want to think of that because I feel like I'd be stressed out.
Oh, I don't think United are making top 4.
You don't think so?
I don't think so either.
No.
What?
You and Flex seem to be hell-bent on the fact that United are going to make top 4.
We're going to make top 4.
But on what... I know this, look, Ralph's only been there for 2 games. They haven't played for 3 weeks, so it's very difficult to judge.
Our squad is too
but
good.
You and Flex are hell-bent on this. What is it?
Nah, because you know why? I think it's because we're putting up a front because
You're
we have to make top... Yeah, I'm damn scared, you know what I mean?
I'm actually a little bit behind. Your new manager, was he someone that you were actively interested in, or did it just come out of the blue?
We wanted Zidane.
That's what I thought. I'm very confused.
No, he was an interim candidate, but he weren't a first choice candidate. You know, it wasn't the word coming out that we wanted Ralph Rangnick first. They was looking at Zidane, they was looking at another manager and Ten Hag and even Pochettino.
But Ralph Rangnick is a very respected...
Yeah, he's a respectable manager.
He's, you know, the likes of Klopp, the likes of Nagelsmann.
Absolutely.
Hasenhüttl, they've all learned from his philosophy. You know,
when Jurgen Klopp came in, you know, what did he do? You know, in the first couple of months, you know.
Well, yeah, again, okay. So we really can't judge him on the first game back 3 weeks after COVID.
But I'll tell you what, though, I have to face the truth, innit? You know what I mean? I have to face the banter. You know, they'll be like, oh, it's just another Ollie and this and that.
No, but United, I think United are actually, unlike Chelsea, you actually give your managers almost too much time.
Yeah, too much time, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in a way that's good because if he is a good manager and he is going to build a good team or choose different players that he thinks are more suited to positions, like for instance, if McTominay was to be benched, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not. He needs to work that out for himself as well. I'm sure he's not been watching every United game under Ollie for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Probably not. Akash Siv said, just see the team that Klopp inherited and what Pep inherited.
Yeah, no,
Klopp has a minimum net spend, while City has second highest net spend. Klopp edges it. I think that's a fair point. When you look at the team that Klopp took over, and the way that Liverpool go about their business, I'd say that Jurgen Klopp...
But should that judge what if you're a better manager, though? Because at the end of the day, Pep Guardiola came into the richest club in the world. If Jurgen Klopp would have came to the richest club in the world...
I don't think Pep Guardiola would have had the success of Barcelona if Messi wasn't there. I mean, look at Messi's gone; they've fallen to shit basically. So I don't know. I mean, we're never going to know because he's never going to go and manage a bloody
Burnley
or an Arsenal, for instance.
No, of course.
If he went to Arsenal, for instance,
then we
could tell easily. But it's not. But I just think it's not. It's definitely not easy to manage any team in the Premier League. I get that. But I do Klopp sort of took a team that really hadn't won anything for a few years.
It's all over the place.
And built it. So
I see your point.
Come on.
Obviously, if you guys don't get top 4, Saeed,
I'm going to be hiding for the summer.
What's the next step? Because I don't think it will necessarily affect the manager that will come in.
No, it won't, because he's here for 6 months.
Yeah,
so
this is not going to affect the manager. More. It's not going to affect.
That's a yellow card, ref.
Right now, if you lose this game, you're 7 points. You're 7 points behind.
Top 4.
What is this, man?
Arsenal, but Spurs, you have 3 games in hand against Arsenal.
United also, 3 games in hand.
Oh my God!
United also then have 2 games in hand. Is that right?
2 games in hand, but you know, Arsenal they've won 9 out of 9. Tottenham won 6 out of 6.
With 3 games in hand.
With 3 games, was it 3 games in hand? Oh my God!
With 3 games
you
in
know
hand.
what I mean? So it's like.
Also, as well, so even if Newcastle do win this, so they've played 19 games. Burnley above have only played 15, so they're 4 games behind. So. I mean, yeah.
We need to win this.
Watford have only played 16, so 17, 18, so 3 games. So it's going to be really hard for Newcastle to sort of. They're going to need to start winning games consistently.
That was a foul, though, referee. How was this not a foul? Let me see this. That is a foul.
Yeah, that is a foul.
How was that being allowed to just play on? I don't understand that. How is that not a foul?
Let's have another look at that.
Yeah.
That is a foul.
Yeah.
That is a foul.
What is the referee doing there?
Who is the ref
Well,
today?
we're seeing a lot of inconsistencies. I can never remember his name, that guy.
But would you give that to VAR? Imagine, would that be a sufficient VAR check? I don't know.
What, for a sending off?
No, but I'm saying for that kind of tackle, would
well,
he have done it?
They're not going to, what, you want them to start reviewing every incident that happens
No,
on the
but
pitch?
that would lead to a goal scoring opportunity, and it would have been left to a goal. But yet he deemed that not to be a foul. So then if VAR come in and he says, no, I thought that was a foul, is it not that the VAR check that if the referee is very, very...
Is that what you'd like to see where VAR start doing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because then, you know what I mean? Then we just say what the referee says all the time. It's a bit of an odd one, that one.
Well, there's been so much debate in the last few weeks about referees and VAR and all of that kind of, hysteria that comes around it.
Oh my God.
Nearly another chance for
About
Newcastle
time,
there. Is it something that VAR... I mean, I don't think VAR's necessarily improved the game. I think
No, it hasn't.
It's... Unfortunately, what it's supposed to come in and do is take away the talking points.
I didn't want VAR, to be honest with you.
You didn't want VAR?
Nah, if I'm being honest with you, I just think, leave football the way it was. And that sounds very, very, like a vague answer, without any meaning. But I just think the emotion of the game and, the fact that, now footballers now. And also, it's not about VAR. I think it's about the people using it as well. The people that are using it are not very great. They're referees, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or are they even referees? We don't know who's using a VAR.
Yeah.
Who is this guy behind the monitor? It could be, for all we know, it could be Johnny from the...
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. They're referees. They're referees that are on VAR.
And they could be video analysts that know about lines and, the mathematicians. You don't know.
I would say that since it's come into practice, it was supposed to get rid of talking points in football. It's made more talking points than ever. And I think that the problem with VAR is that it's just not consistent.
Yeah.
I don't know how it isn't. What they're looking at on the screen? If everybody else can see it, and then they rule, okay, that's not a penalty, for instance, and it clearly is one. I don't know what they're looking at.
The fact that they change the rules all the time because of outrage. Just going back to that Spurs game with Liverpool last week.
Ronaldo,
obviously, there was outrage about should it have been a red card for Harry Kane? Robertson's one.
Which I agree it probably should have been.
Yeah.
If you're going to send off
Robertson.
Yeah.
But also, the handball from Salah.
Yeah.
When was that rule changed?
I didn't see that.
And
one.
why was that rule changed? Because if you handle now,
how did it affect the play?
Well, it did. Yeah, of course it did.
Well, that was supposedly apparently.
So
that's what they said.
I think the new rule is, correct me if I'm wrong, if you handle in the box, but you don't score the goal.
Oh.
I think that's what it was.
But it's an advantage, is it though?
Well, surely, because if I've hit the ball, if the ball's hit my hand and I've gone like that with it,
of course,
and it's knocked it onto you and you score, apparently it's not disallowed anymore.
Oh, that's just weird.
Which I thought to myself, sorry, what? Like,
it depends. If it's obviously accidental, I don't know. I'd have to see again. But
if it's an actual handball, if I've gone like that and you've then scored a goal from it,
yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Surely, how does that goal stand?
No. And
I also don't understand when they changed this rule that apparently if you handball in the box and as long as you don't score the goal, that it stands.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they changed that or what they changed that for, because surely that just means that everyone should just be knocking it on with their hand.
It's creating more discrepancies rather than actual, like factual results.
Who's in charge of this malarkey? I don't know.
What do they need to do then to make, because VAR is not going anywhere, so what do they need to do to make sure that VAR...
Better people to run it, that's what I would say. Better people running it behind the scenes, and then better officials, better, these referees, their one thing is another. It's not consistent. So consistency across the board. We want things to be transparent. Are they all transparent? Have they got egos, these referees? You don't know, do you? So,
but you're not going to know really who's at Stockley Park unless a decision goes and then they tell you who's at Stockley Park.
Yeah, and why Stockley Park?
Where would you like them? You would like to have VAR at every ground?
Yeah, every ground. Yeah, they can pay for it. Oh my God, they can pay for it. This is multi-million. The Premier League pay the referees, don't they? They're making multi-million £.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I'm just. When you like football and computers, man. You know what I mean? It's getting computerized. Go on.
That's a lovely
That's
ball
it,
there.
Bruno. The referee. So the keeper. Sorry.
The referee.
Yeah, I got.
That was a lovely ball though.
He's in yellow, babe.
Yeah.
Oz F said United play style is absolutely rubbish. The formation is butters. Well, I have not heard that word for about 20 years. How does Ralph play Bruno so out of position?
You tell me. Listen, I'm at that stage where I can't really, really judge the manager. he's still working out plays. He's been here for 2 weeks. You know, if you told me this question end of January, I'm going to give you an answer to say Ralph needs to fix up.
I will. I'll ask you at the end of January.
Yeah, well, there you go then. So that's live here. You know, and for me, you know, I think it's, you know, you have to understand he's here for 6 months. You know, what is he been told to change? Is he been changed? I don't know. I just hope this is like, you know, oh, he's offside there, isn't he? Oh yeah, go on. You know, I just hope that he's got some sort of plan to this.
It just seems a bit flat at the minute.
Yeah, it does.
Do you feel
it
that? It just feels a bit flat. That's how I'm viewing United's game. It's not creative football. It's not interesting to watch at the minute. You have not enough players right? to do that.
Yeah, you can have two things. You have a bounce, which Ollie had, and then it kind of petered out towards the end of the season, or you can either have it measured and it's, you know, he wants to implement it step by step. Go on. He wants to implement it step by step, and you'll have bumpy roads, you'll have bumpy times, but at the end of it, you can see what he's doing. Oh, I was going to say, you can see what he's doing.
Would have been a good goal.
Yeah.
Is that Ronaldo?
No, Big Steve, who we love from Man City, who
Man
said,
City fan, yeah.
Ralph's at the wheel.
There we go.
Hi, Steve. Ralph is indeed at the wheel.
Newcastle are defending quite well, to be fair. They're man marking really well.
They're good. Listen, they're doing their thing. It's just that I think they'll make mistakes. Handball!
I don't think that was a handball. I think he put his leg up, didn't he?
You were clutching there, just trying
anything. Am I clutching there?
Yeah,
yes, clutching at straws, Saeed.
We need to check that again.
Straws. Sophie, how's Newcastle played for you tonight? As you are,
I'm pretty impressed, to be honest.
Fan
I'm impressed. It's some decent football. Yeah, same attempts. Newcastle 3, Man United 3. Although I think Newcastle have been the better side so far. They've actually created something, and just then we've seen they've defended really well. Yeah. And they're man marking as well. Their defence is quite solid. You keep leaving that side open. Who is it? Dallo? Did you say?
Dallo, yeah.
Dallo, yeah. He's sort of that. In fact, I know it's Varane that made the mistake in the middle.
Your guy made a mistake though.
Yeah, I get that. But Varane made the mistake, but he left him open there on the left.
True.
So.
That is true. I'll give you that one, Sophie.
Paul said St. Maximum is basically a Adama Traore with a bit more end product.
I still think he has one good game and then he has about 5 bad games. But
again, is that a product of the team he's in? If he was at let's say he was at United, would he play better? He's the only thing that's positive about Newcastle.
Yeah. But still, though, I've seen him play games and he's been poor. But again, he's one of them exciting players. They're always going to be like that, though. Them sort of players, you know, them flair players like that. They're always going to have inconsistent games, you know. So,
what does annoy me actually about this is just across the board. When you look at the back 4 or back 3 or whatever, and all you've got to do as a left back or a right back is mark your player and keep that. Make sure that your side is completely covered. They just drift into the middle and leave that space wide open, and that's how a load of goals happens. I literally just look at it sometimes like, just what happened there, and I'm just like, what are you doing? So you've got one job. You've got one job to protect the left or the right. You don't need to come into the middle. That's what you've got your centre backs for. No, I just get really confused. Unless it's a case where
that was a lovely idea there.
Oh my God!
United nearly back in it.
Oh my God!
Looking a little bit more positive.
Yeah, but he just bounces. That shot literally came off and look at him.
I do think Ronaldo though is literally thinking to himself sometimes, who am I playing with?
Yeah,
for sure.
I still am not entirely sure if bringing Ronaldo back was the best thing for Manchester United.
The thing is, would you have said no?
No, you wouldn't say no.
You wouldn't have said no, but in hindsight's a beautiful thing.
The Premier League, before when he was first at Man United in the Premier League in that era, it's a completely different league to how it is now.
Let me ask you a question though.
It's so difficult.
For you though, Abbi, imagine your player going to Arsenal. You know, let's say Gareth Bale going to Arsenal. Would you like that?
I wouldn't like it, no, but you got played by Mino Raiola.
Yeah, true.
You got played by an agent and one of your one of your heroes in United history.
But he was going to Man City.
Yeah, but they only were doing that. They wanted to come back to you, but they did you with the money.
City fans will tell you he didn't. But
was he actually going to City?
No, but it was. Listen, it was.
They would say no.
A case
Some would say yes.
He's going. Come get me. And City were part of that, but United offered the better money and offered the bigger money. So he went to United.
Yeah, which I get, but then I don't know.
So imagine he said, "I'm leaving." And there's a couple of destinations, right? And City make it their interest that they want to buy Ronaldo, but won't budge over their kind of fee. United came in and goes, oh, he's available. Oh, what price? Yeah, pay that money now. Yeah. And let's go get him. And that's what they did. Whether they got fooled, I think, is a bit premature because he has played well for United and he has been, you know, a different Champions League, you know. But whether we need him in long term, probably not. But then again, what is your guy doing?
Wow, United on
Sophie.
Newcastle on the break here.
It says you said to him,
I'm sorry.
fancy
Go on, Newcastle.
Can they do
I'm rooting for you, babe.
Oh, Harry Maguire's come across to cover.
Since you said you fancy Varane,
It's all gone downhill.
It's gone downhill.
Saeed, it always goes downhill for you on this couch. When is it ever not gone downhill?
Well, we beat Tottenham though. I was there when we beat Tottenham. That was sweet. But
I am forever grateful that you did.
I know. You know
forever grateful, Saeed.
That game was a weird feeling in the studio because Fuad was here and he was like, listen, don't worry about it. I'm not mind about this result.
Not minding.
Maguire, that is a foul, my friend.
Yeah, Maguire
challenge on Callum Wilson. Yeah, listen, you did us such a great service by beating us, and I was so happy that you did.
Yeah.
I really, really was.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
It's all right.
You really have made the rest of my year so much better.
We thank Watford anyway. Cheers, Watford.
Yeah, I have to thank Watford. We were sitting right over there on the set of the Saturday football show when that happened, and that was incredible. It was credible.
Literally, it was like.
Could be another goal here, you know.
I'm only joking. Now, we didn't want it to end like that, but listen, it is what it is, isn't it? But this is a dangerous free kick, you know. If they get
chance here for Newcastle.
Oh, brilliant.
Another corner.
We're on the cush. We haven't had a shot on target. We are rubbish at the minute, people. And I tell you what, it's not great this game, is it? Unless we have a crazy second half like we used to do last season when we were just literally second half FC, then I'm not sure, you know. Because we need to win this game.
Well, you had such an amazing away record, and that's the thing, you don't have that anymore.
I know, we had an amazing away record.
That's where you were picking up most of your points.
I know, but the thing is, that away record was a bit overrated.
Come on, Newcastle, another goal before half
time.
Tell me why.
Because basically, we were always down. Like we were. We'd always be like 1-0 down, and we'd be coming back. Sometimes 2-0 down, coming back. You know, you're looking at Everton. I can name you so many games.
But as long as you were picking up the points, does it matter how you do it?
Everton,
sometimes?
Aston Villa, Fulham away, Southampton away, Aston Villa away. There were so many games. You know, Tottenham away. Remember last season when? There were so many games with 1-0 behind, but like because we had the quality and the individual brilliance, it didn't tell the full story. If you know what I mean.
But you've still got those players there.
We've got the players there, but the problem is I don't want to be doing individual brilliance. I want us to come and do what City do and dismantle teams.
And play as a team.
Play as a team.
But that takes time, and that takes.
And there you go, and that's why I'm not as mad as I am if it was with Ollie, because it's a learning process. I don't want to use the word process. It's
you're so over the word process.
Yeah,
right?
no process here, but it's just we have to. It will be bad before it gets to good. Okay. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It will be bumpy roads. That's why I said I don't like roller coasters. I've never been a fan of roller coasters, and I don't like rides, and and this is what it will be, unfortunately.
Okay, Victor Liang said, Saeed, this Manchester United team is so bad. Rashford and Maguire out, and also McTominay. No fight and no passion. What's your feeling on those players mentioned? Rashford first.
Rashford for me is inconsistent. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, Newcastle. Oh my god, it's 2-0.
He's offside.
Oh, is it offside?
He's offside.
Oh, it's VAR though.
No.
They'll check VAR.
Oh, they'll check that anyway.
They'll check VAR, which this is what I mean about VAR. I hate VAR.
Wow.
Please,
let's have another look at that and just see if he's off.
What is the defence doing there, man?
Oh, yeah, he's
come on, Varane, you got to do better. Yeah, he's offside.
He's miles offside.
Oh, thank God for that.
Again, that just shows you how quickly this can be 2-0, and nobody would have expected this.
It seems to me like in this game though, Newcastle won it. I know they're fighting for
relegation,
but they literally won it more.
A lot of people were like, Saeed, you should beat Newcastle. I said, this is a relegation dogfight for these lot.
Yeah, but it's not even that, babes. You ain't even playing like you want to win.
Go on, that's it. I know.
You just lost the ball again.
Go Newcastle again.
Go on, run.
Shocking, man.
Oh. The best pass
He's not played in about 2 months, Varane.
He hasn't. Sorry, you were talking about Marcus Rashford. What were you saying about Marcus Rashford?
Yeah, for me, he's inconsistent. I think he hasn't been playing well for the past year, but he's been getting the goals. And that's what a lot of people don't realise is that the goals don't. Well, he's in through here now. Could he score this one here? Oh,
Nope.
just unlucky. Nope. But you know, he's had goals, but he hasn't had performances, and that's where a lot of people have had the frustration with Rashford. Is that in certain games he's just not been that kind of player that you know on the ball as well. For me, he's not intelligent enough on the ball. He doesn't, you know, carry himself well in terms of his hold-up play. I think there's some parts of his game that United fans are thinking, where is it coming? You're 24 now.
Yeah.
You know, it's frustrating.
He's been around for a long time.
That's what I mean now, and it's like, where's the next game? You know, when's that part of that game coming? And I think he's got the goals to kind of mask that, you know, in terms of his, you know, ability, because he can be explosive, but then he's also had a lot of injuries, and that explosiveness has like kind of, you know, he's kind of lost that in a little bit sense. But for me, I think, you know, you've always just got to back him and just hope that now that with a new manager, he can be coached. You know, you look at Conte, look how many players have just Dyer.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden unbelievable. So, you know, sometimes you need a new coach to believe in you again and coach you.
And give you that bit of extra bounce. What about Harry Maguire? Because it was a very big price tag when he came to you.
Please don't tell me.
Well, I'm just, you know, there's a lot of kind of split parties when it comes to Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire for England has always been very good, in my opinion.
No, he is not worth was it 80 million?
It was 80 million pounds,
yeah.
which
that's just insane.
Please don't remind us.
Which has a lot of English tax put onto that.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think that was a mistake? Who would you have liked to have gone for at the time instead?
I would have, for me.
Oh my, what's happened there?
Oh
wow,
my God, that was a bit of good play.
Oh, good from the new. Oh, I think
that at that time
the Newcastle goalkeeper. I think he's hurt himself.
Have a look at what Dubravka's done there, but amazing from Dubravka. Literally, bodies on the line here for Newcastle.
Absolutely,
bodies on the line.
I would have gone for me. I was at that time. Diaz and Koulibaly, I was mentioning Napoli and Benfica. That was the two names I was mentioning. But Maguire, he wasn't like the first option for me.
Yeah.
But when you got him, when Man City were in for him, and Man City will tell you they weren't in for him, but Man City were in for him, and at that time Leicester, respectively, was a good centre back.
Yeah. He had a great season for Leicester.
United get shafted again because of the fact that we're desperate. We're desperate for Wan-Bissaka. We paid 50 million. Was he worth 50 million? Probably not.
I mean, the thing is, I don't even read too much into price tags. Like, for instance, Jack Grealish for 100 million. Don't really see that, to be honest. He is an amazing player, but he hasn't been that good for City since he's got there.
Yeah.
What I will say is that, for instance, the way I'll compare it is, so Chelsea, we actually do keep a lot of clean sheets. We've got very good defence, and we've got a few that we can mix around as well. Our back four costs less than half, or around about half, the whole back four of what Maguire cost.
Yeah.
There's no comparison for me. He should be playing better.
But Chelsea are going to have to look this summer, because both your centre halves, Rudiger and Christensen, are out of contract.
Yeah, true.
And prices have gone up.
Christensen,
they're both out of contract.
No, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to leave, does it?
Well, it doesn't. But I would think that from the 1st of Jan they can talk to their new clubs, and if they haven't signed,
Rudiger, maybe. I have heard that he might be leaving.
Yeah.
No, but we do have other players that I think we can go out and get. And we've got.
But I think you'll be surprised at the amount of. I mean, like you said, you haven't gone and bought a centre half for quite some time. Like, okay, well, you bought Malang Sarr, but as in one that's starting for you.
No, but that's what I mean. That Sarr really hasn't started at all.
I mean, Thiago's coming. Thiago was on a free, right?
He's old as well, isn't he? He's only here for like a year or two.
So to go and actually pay money for a top class centre half.
No, and
I guess 80 million for you. How much did they pay for Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah, 75, I think. You know, you know what it was.
No, it is. You do need really good.
Is it Maguire's fault though? No.
But then that's even. I've watched that Jack Grealish thing, that little interview he did on Christmas Day, and he was already saying, I don't really think of the price tag, because I don't think as a player it's not really your choice how much you cost, is it? It's what your agent or what they're willing to pay for you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think.
Oh my God!
No, that wasn't even a good. Oh, is that a penalty?
Let's have a look and see what happens
offside
here.
anyway.
It's been given offside.
Oh my God.
I've got a super chat for you guys. Let's just have a look and see what's going on here with Fabian Schär. He's well offside. Bruno Fernandes.
No, Ronaldo was offside, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo was offside.
Having a look at that.
But no, I do think Maguire should be playing a lot better than what he does for you. Let's put it that way.
Even if it was a foul, it wasn't a penalty anyway.
Looks like it's not to me. Anwash said, big up Saeed. No fan deserves this during the Christmas period. Still think they can turn it around. Feel most of the players are concerned about their own brand value rather than the team.
That is an uncomfortable question. Right now, I can't answer that, but I hope not. You know what I mean? You would hope that these are team players, and you know. But to say that we're going to turn it around, you know, right now, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. You know,
I think you've United have gone so far behind now because you kept Ollie for so long. I don't think you're going to resolve everything in this season. So I actually don't think getting top 4 for you is a realistic expectation.
It's not realistic.
No.
But with the squad,
you've just got a new manager. You've got a new manager.
You're making me upset.
No, but that's
now,
true because
Sophie.
you took too long. If you'd have fired Ollie at the start,
I'm not seeing a while, Sophie. Now you're making me upset.
If you'd have fired Ollie at the start, then yeah, I get it. But you've left it too late. And now you're having all these things where games are getting postponed and blah, blah, blah. It's darling, the time has been and beat the...
I would say that you could go on a run now. Let's say you go on a run now and you have an amazing finish to the season, fine. Yeah. But you also have to compete with Arsenal, what they're doing.
I know.
With Spurs, what they're doing. With everyone else.
What I'm saying is Arsenal started bad, they've got consistency. Chelsea, okay, yeah, we've dropped off a little bit because of our injuries, but we've had a good season. Liverpool have had a good season. Man City, we're all quite far ahead. Even West Ham, for instance.
Spurs are having a terrible season.
I know.
And I think that there is a point in what Sophie's saying, the fact that you left it too long. Ralph, obviously coming in, I'm sure results will pick up, but with your squad, you should be getting top 4, but I think maybe Sophie is right in the sense that maybe you left it a little bit too late this season.
Now it's always harder, babe, past January to get these points. Like I said, look at how Newcastle are playing now. They know they've got to win.
Who's that? That's down. Is that Callum Wilson?
That's Callum Wilson.
No, it's not Joe Linton. If Joe Linton was down again, I'd be like, babe, I think it's time to go.
Time to go. I think it's Callum Wilson.
That is a big blow.
That would be a huge blow.
Yeah.
If Callum Wilson is down. Huge
so how's your top squad?
Yes.
Doing?
How is your top squad?
Well, you know.
You might need to make some amendments.
Did you put St. Maximum in there?
No, I didn't actually. I didn't
shame
put
on
Newcastle.
You. Well, shame on you.
Newcastle.
No, Newcastle.
Put him in.
Well, don't think so. I'm just going to step back my team.
Go on. Remind us of your team again, please.
I picked David De Gea. You know, obviously, it is. I picked Rashford, Ronaldo, and Greenwood. And obviously, all of them at the minute, it's not looking great.
You are 7th at the moment in top
7th.
7th.
That's probably where we are in the league as well.
You are 7th, so you might.
But this goes to show that how bad I am. Everyone predicted that. That means everyone must have predicted all United players in there.
But you're going to have to do something about that for the second half.
Yeah.
Rabadam said, relative to cost, is United the worst Premier League team ever?
Huh?
Is United the worst Premier League team ever? No.
Tell it to George.
That's silly. I mean, they're one of the greatest teams of all time, Manchester United.
Yeah.
Most successful team of all time.
Most successful team. Respect on our name.
Wilson Ryan 181 is first at the moment in top squad. So well done to you. Make sure you keep it up.
Well done.
Well done.
Prizes.
We want to see. Ryan. Yeah, you'll be in for a lot of prizes. So we want to make sure that you guys keep that up.
He's so tricky, isn't it, though? Oh my God, that was poor. Oh my God, please don't before that time. Oh, thank God for that. How's it 4 minutes added on? Oh yeah, not a lot of added time, innit?
I'm not impressed, Saeed.
I know. I'm not as well. But did I not say though before the stream side I wasn't confident?
No, I know you did.
Yeah, you did.
I was nervous.
I'm just surprised that you haven't. Well, yeah.
You know, we're poor, and this was like it's.
Well, the minute teams are complaining that they've got too many fixtures and with all the injuries and stuff, you've basically had a holiday.
I know. We've had a 3 weeks holiday, but has that not helped us? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I
Ollie's probably at home thinking he should not sack me.
Ollie's sitting there waiting for his moment to come back. I saw him linked with the Everton job not long ago.
Let them have him. You know what I mean?
How would you feel seeing
He'd probably suit Everton, to be fair, because that would be kind of an adjustable role. If what they were, maybe Ollie might do well there. Who knows?
Could do well.
Because one thing with Everton, they need a manager who the managers believe in, and I think the last time they've had that was David Moyes.
Yeah.
With Ollie, he would bring a good feel factor.
Yeah.
He would make everyone want to come back to Goodison Park. So they won't have any of all these protests. So maybe it would suit them, But again, stay away from our club.
That's one to watch.
Imagine now they think they sack Ralph and they're like, who can we get till the end of the summer? And I'm like,
Well, look, I think you've got a great manager. We'll have to see what happens.
We have.
It's fast approaching half-time now.
He's not doing well. He's struggling.
Yeah, you can see Callum Wilson is struggling with that. Let's see if he comes back out in the second half.
Luckily, they've got half-time in a little bit.
Sophie, did you think that Newcastle would have had the performance they've had so far?
No, I mean, I didn't expect this much fight. Like I said, come January, teams do, like, just all of a sudden start...
Playing.
Yeah, playing and getting points out of nowhere. But I don't think that Newcastle have necessarily been amazing today. They've been good. They've been solid defensively, and St. Maximin's been really good as well going forward. But I just think United really haven't offered anything.
Yeah.
And there's not really been it's not really been a bit of a competition, really.
Yeah.
There's clearly one team that wants it more, and obviously, yeah, they are in a different situation to United. But United just look a bit flat to me.
I agree with you.
Flat as hell, mate. You know what I mean? I don't know if they partied a lot in Christmas or...
Maybe they had too much chicken.
Don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what they did. You know what I mean? But
no offence, that does give me a major food coma. That whole Christmas dinner.
Go on then. Before half time. Oh.
Saeed.
Yeah.
Have you been disappointed?
I have been disappointed. I'm quite nervous, to be honest with you. I think that Callum Wilson one, though, that might give me a bit of hope, even though I don't wish players injury.
A little bit of hope for...
Bit of hope that we, you know, without any hold-up play, we'd kind of, you know, be better. But then would we be better because then they defend even more. So I don't know, but at the minute, I think for us, it's been very, very...
They've been way better defensively than you've made so many mistakes.
Massively. But the hope is that we've got a substitution. Cavani, Donny van der Beek, Sancho.
You've got options.
Options galore.
You need to make sure with this manager that he doesn't wait till the 80th minute to do it.
Oh, if he does, then I'll tell you what, mate, I'll be losing hair.
I'm having a look here
right now, I've still got no grey hair, you know what I mean? I'm doing well. I survived.
Just having a look and see what Callum Wilson did, but he's actually done that to himself.
Yeah, he has.
He's actually done that one to himself, and it's really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate that.
What is it? His calf or something that's hurting him?
What's going on
his
there?
calf is gone.
Yeah, he's off.
That's even bringing him off now.
Literally fell to the floor, did a few step overs, and that was that.
Yeah.
But it is half time in a second now. I'm just going to run through the stats from this game. So Newcastle, of course, 1-0 up. They've had 31% possession to Manchester United's 69%, which is kind of what we would have imagined anyway. Both teams have had 4 shots on target each. United having just the 1 shot on target. Newcastle having 2 on target. And that's been about it, really.
Absolutely.
That's been about it in this game.
This has been a shocking first half for me. I didn't expect this at all. Well, I did expect the rustiness a little bit, but in terms of that's half time. But in terms of our overall play, you know, I mean, I'm disappointed, Abbi. I really am because, you know, to beat Newcastle should be showing a bit. You know, they're bottom of the league. You know, you should be doing better than that. Like
half
even
time.
if Newcastle, you know.
Owners are happy.
Amanda Staveley is very, very happy. We've got a super chat from Paul Del Monte who said, for me, Abbi, really sorry to see what happened to you on the train. Fantastic standing up for yourself. Thank you very much, Paul. Saeed, love you on the Big Six, bro. You're hilarious. Come on, you Gunners.
But I tell you what, we've got the Big Six show, but do I want to even go in there now? Because, you know, everyone else has won. You know, so we need to win. I need to come with a smile on my face because, you know, it will be them questions of, you know, you sacked Ollie and what has changed and all that, and that's the banter that we'll always get because at the end of the day, it's United, didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But for me, that first half has been terrible. You know, defensive-wise, has been the worst. You know, you look at the play and you be like, okay, fair enough. You know, you're not fluid, but defensively, Dallow's been poor. I think Varane. You know what I mean? Sophie, that's your fault, that man. You know.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I think. Since he
I didn't say Dallo was.
Varane. I say Varane.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything about him. So how's that my fault?
No, I think you kind of kissed a death on there, where he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's not my fault. He's good looking.
Well, yeah. To be fair,
is it?
Yeah, it's not. To be fair, I'll give you that. But I think in general, though, I just think we've just been poor, and I think second half it will change. But will it change because Norwich was poor as well? We didn't play well against Norwich.
You didn't. I told you didn't play well against Norwich.
I know.
And I don't know if it was you or if it was Flex. But
it was probably Flex.
It was massive in Flex. He was like, no, we did play well. And I was like, no, Flex, you really didn't play well against Norwich. Norwich probably should have beat you. And he was just not having it.
And even Crystal Palace, if I'll be really honest with you, you know, second half, we got away with it. You know, we defended. Okay, it was a controlled win, but it was a 1-0. Could have been any game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not been convincing, but I can't at the minute come out and question the manager. Maybe I can question his certain players playing today. But in terms of, you know, him, you know, not being the right man and all that. I think that's premature. I think he will take time.
Yeah.
And the second half, you know what I mean? I can only judge the second half. Second half, game by game, and see where we come. But I tell you what, I bet the chat is popping off saying, you know, Ragnick's at the wheel and all that. And
Ragnick's at the wheel. 58 Goj 58 said, don't think I've ever seen a player whine like Bruno.
Yeah, he's a moaner. He's a moaner.
Yeah, I've noticed that actually. Yeah, he likes to go to the
moaner. He is a moaner. He likes to moan. He likes to kind of, even when you're out of traffic, he does moan a lot. But again, that's probably his competitive nature. But at the same time, you'd rather be moaning, winning. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no use. Before, it was like, Ronaldo was clearly offside. I don't know what he's moaning at. And it wasn't even a foul as well.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So,
Samuel in the super chat said, told you guys this Ronaldo guy, pass a ball.
Can't pass a ball.
Yeah, he goes, well, told you guys about this Ronaldo guy, pass a ball.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, pass a ball though.
Samuel, get back in the super chat and that's
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, I think I was talking to my mate about this yesterday. Like with Lukaku, for instance, like you have to play to his strengths. I think with Ronaldo, again, you have to play to his strengths. I don't really think the team is doing that at the minute.
Yeah.
Because he's not really got any service, or he's, you know, whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, but then you have to adapt your whole team. And Juventus have been very open with saying it. I read an article the other day, I can't remember who said it at Juventus, but someone did, and said that it was amazing to have Ronaldo there, but the way that they had to completely adapt the way that they played.
And then he left like very shortly after.
Was it actually, in the long term, was it a good signing? Probably not for Juventus.
No. Yeah.
Even though, you know, it seemed it at the time, because you have to adapt everything you do to accommodate Ronaldo. We ran that poll earlier, who is the best manager in the world? We put Pep, Klopp, other, Tuchel. So far, we've got 52% Pep,
okay.
Klopp 26%,
Yeah.
Tuchel 9%, and other 11%. So guys, put in your comments, please.
But it's sort of half even then. So half think it's Pep, the other half would go elsewhere.
It's not
But then
actually
that means
half.
Others been rated more than Tuchel.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
It's 52%. He's clear Pep. Turkish, shout out to Turkish. Hi. He said Simeone or Conte. They should be shouts. I think for me, I think Conte's in the top 3 in the world. And I'm not just saying that because he's at Spurs. I thought it before.
I wanted him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit jealous that we didn't get Conte.
You should be.
He would have been a very good manager for
He would have
United.
been
I said it, but a lot of people were like, "Well, it doesn't."
But you keep going for these. You keep going for these very tame, chilled out managers. People that don't really give. Like if you had Diego Simeone, or you had Conte, or you had I don't know, just someone with a bit more fire.
Again, you just reacted too late. You missed the boat. It's okay because you're probably going to get Poch. Look, you're going to go and get Poch. You're probably going to get Poch.
I don't want Poch.
You don't want Poch.
No.
I think it's very safe to say that Poch will probably be coming.
Yeah, but I don't want him. I want
Ten Hag. That was so
It
funny.
was El Sacico, and like I always said at the time, I said they won the battle.
I want Ten
We won
Hag.
the war.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Khalid said you never answered Grizz's question on Ralph. I didn't see Grizz's question on Ralph.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? We didn't know.
I haven't seen it.
He's probably going to banter me, so I'm glad we missed it.
I'm sure it will be. I didn't see it unless there was one I read out to you. I've read every super chat, I can assure you.
Yeah.
Every single super chat. Jai said Ralph has had over 2 weeks on the training ground with the players without a game, but it still seems like it's Ollie ball.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like...
Well, still the first game though. For me, he hasn't really made that many...
It's 3 games.
Yeah, you haven't really made that many changes.
Exactly.
So.
What can you expect in 3 games, people? Like, seriously, get a grip, man.
With 2 weeks having COVID in between.
2 games, with 2 weeks having COVID in between. You know, with team selection, I can question him on. But in terms of like style and system and all that, come on, man, leave it out, mate.
Yeah, leave
Drop
it out,
mate.
Turkish also says, Saeed, don't be late for Big Six, please.
Listen... I might even not make it.
That was a great goal though from.
It really was. It was. We need to just put some more respect on this goal from St Maximum. Defending is awful, but the finish is honestly sublime.
And he's even like dropping on the floor.
He's literally slipping as he's doing it, and he's just put it in there, and it's such a great finish. Love
but
that.
Did he not done better there?
No,
I think that's just quality.
To be fair, the rest of them should have done better. That is a quality finish. Some of them goals you stand still and you just think, wow, good goal.
Yeah.
You know, I think right now the defense. Look at Garnett's not happy. You know, for me, it's leading up to the goal. Dalot was too late. Varane gave the ball away. Maguire not quick enough to get at Sir Maximum. There's a lot of errors leading to the thingy. But listen, you tell me United are at the minute in a transition. They're not in a transition. We need to be quick because the season could be like that, mate.
Could be over.
Sorry?
Could be over like that.
Could be over. You know, Champions League, you know, FA Cup, you know, we need to fix up because you know, it won't. You know, nobody's going to be here feeling sorry for United. We don't do that. You know, maybe Chelsea fans might feel sorry for themselves, but United don't do that. We like to be, you know, we like to be like, you know, that we've got quality in our side to beat anyone. But
okay. Jill Nokuri said, Saeed was screaming after getting a draw against Chelsea. These times your team is making St Maximin look like Messi. Keep your mouth shut and humble yourself.
He is being very Messi-esque today.
Again, context is key.
Was he? Was he?
Sorry?
Oh, I thought you were saying he's being very Messi-esque today. I thought you meant Saeed.
No, Saint Maximin. Sorry,
Oh, St Maximin. I'm going to say.
No, I mean, I don't really know. Saeed's not being very messy today.
I'm all right, mate.
Saeed's always very tame and collected on this place.
What was the question again? Sorry.
I've got to go back and find it.
Yeah.
Question was, Saeed was screaming after getting a draw against Chelsea.
Yeah. This
time your team is making St Maximin look like Messi. Keep your mouth shut and humble yourself.
How about shush?
How about shush?
You know, how about that? But we appreciate our super chats.
We do. As Samuel said, exactly, Sophie, and every time it's through him. I don't know what that was in response to.
I can't remember.
What were we talking about? Maybe it was to do with St Maximin? I
don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know, second half is massive. We need to win this. Second half.
It's going to be hard though. I mean, the problem for me is it's not that you can't score against Newcastle because they concede a lot of goals. It's more, can you score a goal?
Yeah.
Because you're not playing with any like fire or like
Callum
get up and go.
Callum Wilson is a very big miss.
Very big miss. I think that will be the key. You know.
Now you're solely reliant on St Maximin for your goals.
There you go.
Solely reliant.
So reliant on it.
Paul Del Monte, we read out your super chat. You gave me a shout out for the train, and you also gave Saeed a shout out. We did read your super chat.
Okay.
Just don't know why you're saying we didn't, because we did. We really did. I've just missed one there. Khalid, who said, "Who's better, Arteta or Ralph?"
Yeah, I think they're trying to trigger me today. You know what I mean? One man's been there for 2 years. One person's been there for 3 years.
It's impossible. Trying to trigger you tonight.
You know, Arteta. This is what I mean about these fans, Arsenal fans. 1 minute they're flip flopping, Arteta in, Arteta out.
Beat Norwich 5-0 when it's Arteta in.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's put them. You know what I mean? It's like they're a bit of a weird fan base, aren't they? You know.
I'm personally not a fan of Arteta.
You think so?
No, I'm not. I mean, again though, I don't see him taking Arsenal to that next level where they're going to win a Premiership title. Like, it depends what they're going for though. But if they're just going to go to try and get back in top 4, well, they may as well have just stuck with Wenger all this time, because all they've done is go down between top 4 and further down. So I guess he's doing that. I like the fact, in a way, with the Aubameyang thing, he sort of says, listen, doesn't matter how good you are of a player, if you're not going to abide to like decent rules, like turning up on time, for instance, then you shouldn't be treated any differently. And I think that's a really good thing, and I think that should always be the way it is. I think that's how, for instance, United, I reckon in there you've got quite a few big egos with Rashford, with Lingard, you know, who have definitely got big egos, and then that will play like a massive part in things. So I rate that in Arteta. Whether or not he has it depends again. Like if Arteta was at Chelsea, he would have been sacked ages and ages ago because we want really quick results, we want titles really quickly. Other clubs like Arsenal and that have
gone with the process.
Yeah. So again, I mean, for instance, if he did really well this season, then it dropped off again next season, then I don't really see how any progress is being made. Yeah. Just by having the odd really good consistent season.
I think you know what it is with Arteta. As much as I give Arsenal banter, I did say that once he gets his squad, that's when you can really judge him. And
this is now his squad.
This is his squad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the ones that are carrying him, though, are the youngsters.
There you
like
go.
Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
Saka.
Yeah.
Martinelli.
Yeah. The ones that actually he didn't buy. But sometimes you get these gems that come through. Look at Chelsea. Look at all their youngsters.
Yeah, all of ours. We've had like 2 sort of blessings in disguise, really. Like even sort of with, I mean, COVID's not a blessing, is it? But with COVID, when we had the Carabao Cup game, we played a guy called Jude, something Soup Bell. Yeah. Anyway, he was only 17. He played really well, and we had quite a few players that actually did all right
and
to come in, and they've never played in the bloody first team.
And
before.
You have a look at your players that have gone on loan this season. You know, Conor Gallagher springing to mind. How
great
amazing,
at Palace. I think we're making way for him to come back.
Yeah, Livramento, another one.
There's been talk apparently of us selling Pulisic, which I would be really upset about. Yeah, but one thing I do love, and I'm really happy Chelsea's doing. Like, I feel now, for instance, Ben Chilwell, since he's been out, we've struggled a little bit, to be fair, and that's when our form sort of dipped. But Ben Chilwell is not only a younger player who we can integrate and like build into a team over years. He's also got Premier League experience, which is one of the main things. I think all teams actually need to be shopping within the Premier League.
I agree with you. I think, you know, that's my one thing with Spurs, that they don't shop in the Premier League. And that's, I think, the biggest problem.
And they always miss out as well.
They always miss out because they don't shop with
like Zaha a couple of years ago.
With players that actually have already got Premier League pedigree and understand how the league works. You know, because when you buy someone from abroad, it's sometimes hit and miss because you don't know how long that adaptation time takes.
Even Thiago Silva for us, he was having really bad headaches for quite a while when he first started, because he said from like aerial drills and stuff, he said he was just getting really bad headaches because of the intensity of the game.
But the Premier League is so competitive, and when you can't compare it to any other league in the world.
I don't think they even, but you know what, I think they think, oh yeah, it'll be all right, and they get here, because I don't think a lot of these players abroad sit at home watching the Premier League every week.
Yeah, of course.
So they come here, and you would have thought their agent or whoever would have warned them, it is a really tough league. I just don't think they really realise how difficult it is.
Yep.
It's difficult for everyone, and this is the only league in the world where you can get one of the bottom 3 teams beating one of the top 3 teams.
Exactly, that's what makes it so great. I've lost the super chat.
I love the Premier League. Big up the Premier League.
Big up the Premier League. While I try and find that other super chat, Akash said Conte spent a few weeks with Spurs, and you see the difference. Rangnick spent the same time with United, and this is the result. You're overhyping Rangnick. Typical Manchester United. God, they're really coming for you tonight.
I'm trying to take all that in without sounding, you know.
They are really, really, really coming for you tonight.
I expected though. I mean, it won't be the biggest club in the world, and I expect that. But at the same time, you know, you have to be very, very kind of reasonable with your banter. You know, you have to be reasonable. You know, and I think a lot of people, you know, the worst thing about it is Newcastle. If we had played Chelsea and let's say Man City away, then it would have been like, okay, fair enough. But it's Newcastle, isn't it? Yep. Norwich, Crystal Palace hasn't been convincing.
There's going to be so many weird results though. Like look at yesterday, Southampton beating West Ham. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, there were so many weird results. I've also just got rid of the.
I wish I bet the over 8 goals and over in the City game. I'd have been so rich right now.
Yeah, they would be. You would have been. We are running another poll. Who should come on at half-time for Manchester United? We've listed Sancho, Donny van de Beek, Cavani, or all of the above. So make sure you vote in that. King Mufasa said people are hating on Arteta because he's winning. SS said, Saeed, who's your favourite PE teacher, Ralph or Ollie? Wow, they're really coming for you tonight. Really.
You know, how about you, Shush? Yes, Sancho, Cavani.
Here
That's
they come,
it, no messing
Sancho
around.
and Cavani.
That's it, no messing around.
That is a clear sign. Clear sign.
That's it, we don't mess around.
I'm just, I'm searching for the super chat.
Finally. I wonder who's off.
We're going to have a look.
17, that's Fred, innit? Is that 17 Fred?
Sure squad, hun.
17's Fred, innit? I'm trying to think who's 17. 11, that's Mason Greenwood.
11, Mason Greenwood, and on comes Cavani.
That is very interesting.
Cavani's been injured, right,
17.
for quite a lot of this season.
Fred.
Fred is off, that and Greenwood off, Sancho and Cavani on. But, as I was just about to say, Cavani's been injured quite a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been injured a lot. He has been.
Were you happy that you extended his contract?
Yeah, because I think he's a fan's favourite for me. I was there when he scored that chip when they were only had like 10,000 fans in, and I don't know with Cavani. I just feel for me, he's just that kind of player that you know he gives a lot. You know, he's always one to press. For me, I don't know. I just feel like he's scored important goals, and he's one of them players where we've not had a great South American players that have come to the football club, and he's been one of the few that have been good.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't played a lot, but once he's been at a team, it's been very vital for us.
I think what we can say from this team though, let's look at it. This is the current formation.
I don't understand the formation.
This ain't working.
What is he doing?
This group of players together isn't working. Yeah. It just isn't working. So how the hell you've got Van der Beek and Sancho and everyone on the bench is just beyond me, because this ain't working.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Go on, St. Maximin.
Again.
Oh no. Oh no, don't trip over yourself, babe. Oh, tripped over himself.
What's he doing here now though? Like seriously, why is he put?
He should have been doing something. He should have done something with that.
I sort of almost fell asleep then, and then I'm like wide awake.
But Bruno's played deep line playmaker, and deep line midfielder, and he's never played there before.
Why is he putting there?
Yeah, like, I don't have to chat a bit odd about it, but I just think I'm...
Varane, you're good looking, but it ain't your day, babe.
I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
No, but I don't know. It's very,
don't think
very
he's
weird
good looking?
what he's
No, I
done.
don't.
Varane?
I just don't see it.
I think he's probably
You
one
don't
of the
think
best
Varane?
looking.
Well,
for me.
yeah. No homo.
Him, and no, actually, the best looking player ever, and I hate to say it, but the best looking player ever is Harry Winks.
Really?
Harry Winks?
You don't think Harry Winks is good looking?
I think he's okay. He's all right.
Wow.
Harry Winks is the most beautiful lad I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Followed by...
Oh my
God! What a save!
David De Gea. David De Gea, man. I said it, man. I said it.
So Maxman thought that was in.
Oh
he
my
was running
God.
off. He was selling.
We
running
are
off
on
to
the lifeline,
distance.
people.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
That is crazy. Oh my God.
Anyways,
What
back
a
to Harry
bad.
Winks.
yeah, saved by Harry Winks. Shawab Ahmed said, United might not thank me, but get the contract out, put it on the table, let him sign it, let him write whatever numbers he wants. I need to see the rest of his chat because now I can't buy it. Rangnick's at the wheel. I think maybe there's
Why
I
stop
need to
this
find the
Rangnick
rest
at
of
the
it.
wheel? Nonsense. But what is it? I don't understand the substitutions, me.
You don't understand those two substitutions?
No,
You're
because
one-
Rashford
you're 1-0
again is
down.
not number 10. He's playing in a 4-2-2 and he's supposed to be in that 10 role. Again, he's not that player.
So is it the tactics that you're questioning or the actual
No, the actual
substitutions?
personnel.
Who would you have brought on then?
I would have brought on Sancho and Cavani, but
Right.
not maybe for them two.
Sorry, I just had to pause you for 1 sec. I just have to reread the super chat because I found it. United might not thank
Yeah.
me, but get the contract out, put it on the table, let him sign it, let him write whatever numbers he wants to put there. Basically, just I think
Okay.
reliving what Rio Ferdinand said about Ollie. Rangnick's at the wheel.
Yeah. My mate just text me, said, see, Saeed, Bruno is in the 8 like we said on the show. So, okay, maybe it might work, but I don't know. And normally, with McTominay, I would have thought maybe not. Oh, go on, Cavani!
Oh.
We'll see.
Well, we will see, but so far again, Newcastle have
That
come
was
out of
great.
blocks
I'm
five.
gutted that didn't go in.
Well, it's just looking like it could be one of those nights for Manchester United.
What?
But
Oh my God!
maybe
I
it's
thought
too
that was in.
soon for Marcus Rashford.
What an effort.
Great
What an
save
effort.
from Dubravka to hit that over the
I thought
bar.
that was in.
Yeah.
Really good save.
Samuel said, CR7 is the problem. Appreciate his goals, but if you know ball, you know what I mean. They want to play through him all the time, and I'm getting worried.
Not easy save either of that, the pace
Yeah.
of the ball.
What do you make of that one?
It's a decision that's been made by the club. You know, they signed him, and a manager, it's almost like the manager has to play him. You know, no manager is going to drop Ronaldo, is it?
Well, I don't know.
In world football.
We have seen Pochettino drop Messi.
No, but for what one game?
We've seen him do it for the benefit
A
of the
club
team.
is
hasn't
not going
he?
to drop Ronaldo, I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen. So for me,
All
stop
right, not
this,
drop Messi.
this-
Sorry, not drop Messi. Just not.
No
just
manager in the
substitute
world
No,
is
he
gonna
needs some
drop
more
Ronaldo.
service though. Oh, how did that not go in?
So
Damn
what-
it!
What is the best way that you can get Ronaldo playing? Because at the start of the season, you were playing
Oh
okay.
my God, look at that. Sorry?
What a save that is from De Gea. At the start of the season, first few games, you were playing okay, Manchester United.
He was getting the goals, but we weren't playing okay. But the problem is, for me, I need to judge this at the end of the season, not now for me.
Yeah.
You need to
Not
play in a
now.
formation that works around Ronaldo for
There
the
you go,
moment.
and that will take time. So
Yeah.
it won't be an instant.
Yeah.
I might discover in the season that Ronaldo isn't the answer, but certainly not halfway through the season. You don't drop Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no, it's pointless in buying him then.
but there you go. It's pointless in buying him, and it just makes the club look bad.
Yeah.
So end of the day, for me, it's not going to happen.
So who do you think is the best looking footballer, Saeed, out there?
Sorry.
Who do you think, Abby, actually?
Who do I think?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impartial. I can't have an opinion on this. But I feel like there's many.
Danny Ings is beautiful.
Danny Ings, that's a bit of a weird one.
Have I gone mental?
Yeah, you have.
I don't know. We have just different
Have you
tastes.
been locked in for a while, Sophie?
I'll tell you who I used to love at Spurs.
Who?
Jan Vertonghen.
Oh, yeah.
But I
I'm
just-
Oh, what's he look like? I can't remember his face.
He just was like Superman. Just like Superman. But I think I just love the whole package of Jan Vertonghen.
If you
leader.
ever speak to Harry Winks, just let him know. I'm thinking about it.
We ran a poll. Who should come on first half for Manchester United? 34% said Sancho, 26% all of the above, 20% said Donny van de Beek, and only 18% said Cavani.
Cavani, wow.
So he wasn't really getting in with a shout there.
That's weird. I like
People are
Cavani.
calling Ralph Rangnick the German Harry Redknapp.
Oh,
That is rude.
German, what is that? That's a new one, isn't it?
That is rude.
oh my!
Oh,
Did Harry Redknapp do badly as an interim? Or as a...
Is
as
it
a,
what?
Did Harry Redknapp do badly as like an interim? Or?
No.
So how
God,
would you?
it must be freezing
Just saying
up
that
there.
he's not maybe tactically astute.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sonic Fan Plus channel said, "Hi guys, how's it going?" So
Hello.
how's it going?
Welcome.
Yeah, we're good. Well, I'm
welcome
not
to the
good actually.
welcome to the stream. Yeah, Saeed's not having a great
Maybe
day at
tell
the
me
minute.
later. But for now, I'm all right.
Thank you for the super chat. It's going well so far, unless you are Saeed.
Yeah.
Samuel said Pep will drop him. I assume he's talking about Ronaldo.
No, but then Pep won't buy him though.
And
We're
saying-
talking about a manager who would drop him from the. Like if he bought him, would drop him. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
No, but like say
No,
that.
no,
think
no,
Pep
I
would have
know.
bought him.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah,
he
they wouldn't do it.
They
No,
wouldn't.
He wouldn't have fit into.
You either don't buy him or.
But this is the point. We're saying that you guys bought him because he was going to City. But
There you go, and it was commercial reasons. But I did say that though. Even for me, there's one thing saying that you don't want him, but there's also another thing saying that's why hindsight's a wonderful thing. At that time, did anyone say? Well, there might have been a couple of people that said Ronaldo won't be the answer, but I would say 90%, 95% people said Ronaldo is going to give a factor to United. He will score goals. There was a lot of positives rather than negatives. That's why hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So again, you know what I mean? It's like if everyone told me this, then you know what I mean. Everyone would be a millionaire, wouldn't they?
Yep, true. Everyone would be if they could see the future, see the past. Musal AFC 21 said the correct answer is Van
Where
Dijk.
the hell was that going,
And
Sancho?
Kaká a close second. Musal, I wish I knew what we were talking about at that point. He said the correct answer is Van Dijk and Kaká a close second. Okay, thank you very much. Still going through these super chats. You've been very active tonight, guys.
Yeah. It's
I usually wouldn't read things like this out, but you have paid for it, so I will. Scott Brown said, Abby, you're looking unreal. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. Very, very sweet of you. Just having a look. You guys have just been so talkative.
Come on, I want another goal, Newcastle.
You want another goal, Sophie?
I did predict 2-0.
What about looking
just the
after
other way
me?
around. Babe, I've got mad love for you.
Yeah. So then you want us to win then, wouldn't you?
You're boring me. I'm yawning. That's how boring
They're boring you tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are.
These chats are just mad sometimes. They really do. I can't even read them out. Sorry, Musa was talking
How
about the
small
best,
is he?
Musa was talking about the best looking footballers. That one went way over my head. He said the correct answer is Virgil van
He's got himself in
Dijk.
the right state here.
We're going to talk about Varane in a sec. But just to get this out the way, he said in the super chat, Kaká and Van Dijk were his shouts for the best looking footballers. So, what do you reckon?
Van Dijk, really?
Van
Sounds
Dijk.
good
Look,
looking,
lots of
but-
people in this chat saying, how have you not mentioned Van Dijk? Okay.
Must be the hair in it.
Zion said, much needed 3 points against Aston Villa yesterday. I believe
my
that one's
God, yeah.
for you.
I would have been so mad if we'd lost yesterday.
We need the points, man. I just can't see a goal, man. They're looking. I think Newcastle look like they're going to get another one, man.
I mean, to be honest though, like when we did have our last draw, who was our last draw against for Aston Villa? We drew against Everton. That was awful.
Yeah, Norwich, no?
Good goal. Good ball, Bruno.
Oh, no, you had Everton.
Get in the box now.
But we had
Sancho,
Everton,
this is
we
your
drew, and we had another
time.
one.
Scary hours. It's scary hours. Oh!
Chance
That should
for
have been better from Cavani, but
Should have been
better.
a time.
Bit
Yeah,
better
But
from
no,
United.
it would be a little bit like Spurs. We had so many people out. It would have been a bit like Spurs having no Harry Kane, no Son.
I'll be honest with you, if we wouldn't have had Harry Kane the last 6 months, it would
Like,
have
you
been
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it took out our best,
Do well,
our
though.
strong
Yeah, he
four.
looks much
So.
better. Looks much, much better. Yeah, sorry, babe. Martin
carry on.
said Arteta would drop Ronaldo like he did Uber.
Yeah,
They're
but
coming
Ronaldo
for
wouldn't
you.
go on
They
holiday.
really are coming for you tonight.
Ronaldo wouldn't, break any rules.
Yeah, so for the the Brentford game, these are the players that were out that were either injured or had COVID. Ben Chilwell, Andreas Christensen, Chalobah, Kante, Lewis Baker, Kai Havertz, Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi, Werner and Lukaku. It's basically our first team.
Yeah, a lot of
So
players
we
in that.
do you know what I mean? So we were struggling because of that. I don't believe they would have been draws if we'd had at least
No, probably
Lukaku back
not.
in there.
Probably
Lukaku,
not.
yes, it was insane.
Jai said the reason the chat is popping off today is called the Sophie Rose effect.
Oh,
You
thank
do?
you, everyone.
You get
It's the
involved now?
Sophie Rose, Abby, and Saeed
Yeah,
effect.
there you go.
Oh, it's teamwork makes the dream work,
together.
right, guys? It makes the dream work.
Come on, Maguire, get your shit together.
Right, there's been absolutely nothing going on in this at all.
No,
I have
it's
to
got
say.
a bit flat.
It's typical Monday, though, isn't it? Monday feeling.
That Monday night.
Maybe Monday Blues. Maybe.
Newcastle have just been the more interesting to watch though
They've been, oh my God,
Go on, Gabe, run!
If that was maximum there
was no chance he was making that.
Yeah.
But good, great attempts. That's just showing you how much they're working for it and how much they want it.
Look at that.
Oh my God, what's happened
here? They've been on it.
Oh, rolling round on the floor.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
We've got a yellow here.
He's just given a yellow card to Ronaldo for that challenge.
No.
Let's have another look at that one.
That looked wild though. That looked wild.
That was on Ryan Fraser. Let's have another look. Can we get the
Ronaldo's
replay?
like, he's fine, he's fine.
That did look wild though.
Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah, that is painful. What's he doing?
Honestly, I don't know what that is.
Let's have another look, another angle. He's
completely missed the ball.
He's completely missed the ball and he's just
I don't know what happened there.
Ryan Fraser as well. I mean, it's a yellow card. It's not right.
He's lucky though, because if he'd done that challenge a little bit lower on his foot, on his leg, he might have been off.
He would have been off. Right, let's go back to Top Squad. And remember that you guys can play along with us on Top Squad. So there is a link in the description to play along with us. Make sure you do it. Saeed, let's check in, please, with your Top Squad.
Do you really?
People, remember, you guys can win prizes.
Free kick to Newcastle is what we like to see.
I am still 7th.
You're still sitting 7th in the Top
DC is in top though. No more Wilson Ryan. Sorry, mate.
You're making any changes to that team?
For me.
Oh, what's happened here? Well, that was a fucking waste. What the fuck was that?
What happened?
Oh, that was useless. So he passed to, instead of kicking it into the box, he passed.
You know what? I'm
to Fraser,
do
is that? And then, but he sort of mistimed his run and then just kicked it behind the goal. It's pretty
Sancho. I'm gonna add Sancho.
You're adding Sancho into your Top Squad.
Yeah, I'm adding Sancho, and I'm gonna put double.
Is Maguire in your Top Squad?
Yeah.
Is he?
No. Are you crazy?
No.
You said yes.
No, did I say that?
Yeah.
Well, you've been going with Varane, and I have to say Varane has had a rude awakening coming back.
Varane has just been shoddy. I've gone for Sancho because I feel like creativity-wise, he might provide an assist.
He might do. Mo Mokhtar said, "Are City a big club, and do you think money is ruining football?"
The thing is, it's really weird though. When I go abroad, there's not many, like especially when I go to America, for instance, there's not many people. I don't think I've ever met one that said they're a City fan or they watch City. It's normally Arsenal, Liverpool,
God.
Chelsea.
Like it's
United.
Yes, even Tottenham. I've had someone say, but they never really
get in
really
there.
say City. But I just think that's because I just think they've only really been successful for the.
Well, I think.
But I think most of City's fans are in Manchester.
What about Chelsea?
As well as a lot of our fans are
global.
global.
I think that what's probably happening, and we'll probably see it in another 10 years' time. Whereas obviously when I was growing up, and maybe you two as well, it was mainly United fans, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans.
100%, yeah.
And then there was that bracket just slightly underneath where there was a lot of Chelsea fans, which are a little bit younger.
Yeah.
When Chelsea were having their surgence. And now, I reckon if you ask kids today in school who they support, they probably would tell you Manchester City. If it's not like, if their dad's not made them support the team they support. And I think that if you go another 10 years on, you'll probably see a lot more City fans throughout
definitely.
the world.
I just don't think they've really. And also, I do think when you start to win the Champions League, people start talking about you a lot more.
Yeah, maybe.
Because again, that is a competition that's watched not just in England. It's like sort of a European thing, or even outside of Europe.
Again, man. What is going with this guy, Joelinton?
Is he?
They've got to carry on though. Rashford, make a good decision, please.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, please. This is what I mean, man. Make a good decision, bro.
Saeed is rattled.
Oh my God.
Zion in the super chat said, the setup in the studio looks great. And big up to the wonderful ladies and Saeed. Also, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. I'm also currently living in LA, chilling, watching this. Well, thank you very much for watching this. All the way from LA. And we wish I was
in LA now.
So I was going to say, I wish we were all chilling in LA at the same time, right? I'd like to be in LA right now.
Don't like LA.
I mean, I'd much rather be here
Sophie,
than where we are right now.
You go Vegas every time.
Listen, I just got back from America. I'm knackered. I can't think of. I don't even want to. I didn't even want to travel for Christmas down the road to parents' house. That says a lot.
That does say a lot. I mean, honestly.
Do you know what though? Honestly, I barely left my house. Like I.
Did they not like call you and say why are you not coming?
Huh?
Did they not call you, say you're not coming around to see us?
Did you not go?
Where?
For Christmas?
To parents?
No, we're not really up there. Me and my family, we all live like all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And I said, listen, I'm knackered. I'm tired. The weather's. It's not just that though. It's the weather. COVID's putting a downer on everything.
Yeah,
it was
true,
like,
true.
really,
That is true.
what is the point of the minute? I may as well just stay in and chill.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
And
So
you
I was
made a
happy.
chicken.
And I made a really. Oh my
Why
god! You should
not
have seen my
turkey?
chicken.
Just out of curiosity. I know that everyone has different things. On
Well,
Christmas.
my mum's Christmas present to me is I opened the door and she'd got me a Sainsbury's delivery of all my food for Christmas Day, and it was a chicken. And I'm only one person. So,
Yeah.
but I did eat the whole chicken.
The whole chicken.
Yeah, and I had like 8-9 potatoes.
Well, that's okay. That's
I did a big dinner.
That's okay.
But at least you didn't have to go and get shopping then, did you?
Yeah.
But I think now it's easier. Like when I was growing up, you obviously I think the first mobile phone came out when I was like what, 5 or 6 maybe.
Yeah, you're old, aren't you?
Like back then though, you didn't have things like WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And iPhones and stuff like that. Now you
BBM.
do.
Yeah,
So you can.
BBM.
I mean,
BBM was
I
gold.
can speak to my family like just on the phone all the time.
Yeah,
Even
Face-
at games and that, it's different now.
FaceTime is the best invention that was ever.
Yeah. Like
made,
if it wasn't,
in my opinion.
if there was no FaceTime or anything, then yeah, I
Oh
might probably
my
be going there.
God. Oh
Yeah.
my
Me and my
God.
family never actually
It's
call each other. We
2v2.
just FaceTime.
Here we go.
Let's see what's going on. Joe Linton on the board.
Oh,
my
you didn't
God,
oh, man,
shoot!
tell us.
Oh,
Why are
you
you doing
bloody!
that? Tell us. Oh my God, that's a penalty.
That might
Look
be.
to
Did pull him down.
They're not going to
Oh my
review
God,
that.
this is very scary now.
Wow.
I'm getting very worried,
Ryan
guys.
Fraser. Is that Ryan Fraser?
He's going to foul him there. He's going to foul him there. Oh, lucky.
Wow. Let's just see. what's
Rashford,
going
take
on
your
here.
time now. Take your time. Take your time. Oh, fair play.
Rashford. Oh, and what a block.
I don't see
What a
United
block.
score. I don't see United
Let's
scoring in
have
this
a look
game.
and see what's going on in that because there was
having
a
a crisp,
massive chance
Jason.
down
Are
the
they
other
checking
end.
it? Yeah, it's been checked. He said it's been checked.
Let's
Fair
have a
play.
look and see that chance. Who is it?
But what is Tellers doing there? You've got to look at your surroundings, man. Why are you going to him? Look at that, Tellers, man.
Oh, chance there, saved by David De Gea. I mean, probably arguably should have done better. Is that a penalty on Ryan Fraser?
Oof, to be
No.
fair, I don't know.
Don't think that is a
It's
penalty.
50-50, but
But again, Newcastle with the better chances.
oh my God, this is
chances
disaster,
in this
people.
game.
Go on, Sancho. Please, I believe in you. I
I've not
believe in
seen-
Sancho.
I've not seen anything in this game that's been positive really from Manchester United.
No.
No.
Very, very.
I can't even say there's been a
concerning.
player there that's been decent.
Not-
I mean,
not
De
yet,
Gea's
exactly.
made a good
De
save.
Gea again,
De
but that's
Gea again has kept you
same
in
old
there.
De Gea. Get up, Bruno, man. Come on.
Up you get.
West Ham just won it more. Look at this. Again, man. Oh my God. I'm getting stressed now.
You're getting very angry, Saeed.
Joe Linden's been thrown around all over the gaff,
Might
so he
have
may
some
as well
popcorn.
He's had a
just
good
go to
game.
bed.
Might have some popcorn, babe.
Oh, you know what?
A little bit.
Seriously, I'm just like, I just want us to win. Like, we have to win. I said, when I was coming here, I came on IG Live, right? I said, just win by any means necessary. I'm not bothered about what happens. Just get the win. Because everyone else has won this weekend. Everyone. And we're losing to the bottom side. Not even, not Villa, not this. Newcastle.
Ben Hall said, I'd rather Saka and Smith Rowe and Martinelli than Greenwood, Rashford and Sancho. I wouldn't swap any of those Arsenal boys for the United ones.
That's what I mean.
Would you? I mean, okay, let's actually have this debate. If you
I
had
know.
Greenwood, Rashford, Sancho or Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Saka, who would you pick, Saeed?
No, I would
Smith
pick,
for
I'll-
Martinelli Saka.
Oh, what a save again.
Or another save from
How
David
many
De Gea.
shots saved did they had?
Damn it, I missed that. I want to see that again.
Oh, another save, another shot from Newcastle. Newcastle looking a totally different team.
Wow.
Totally different.
This
Ryan
Fraser,
is short.
he's been all right today.
He's small.
He's small, but he's very
Yeah,
fast.
he's very short, isn't he?
He is small.
That's a yellow card as well. Wow. Not sure about yellow, but fair play. Or Bruno yellow, maybe.
Not like a Bruno.
Don't think he gave it in the end, though, did he? Oh, he did. Okay.
Did give it.
Oh, look at
Bruno
that.
Fernandes out for the game against
Well, that's another
Burnley,
yellow.
and there's another yellow card coming out. Nothing for you to worry about, and that's for Kraft.
That is one of them kind of fouls where you've got to do it. You don't do that foul, you look worse for wear.
Saeed, let me know what you think about that situation then. Who would you pick?
Who would I pick where?
Greenwood, Rashford, Sancho? Or,
I pick my team all day long.
But
At
in
the
terms
minute,
of,
oh, come on.
I have to say,
Honestly.
if your formation,
I'll probably have Saka over Rashford.
Go on, Newcastle. This is it. This is the goal, babe. This is the goal.
Honestly, Newcastle have created so many chances. They've got to get another goal.
If that's on form, though, we're doing this on form.
Oh! I don't know what Newcastle have done.
Someone help me, man. I need a goal, man.
This is...
I don't think it's coming, babe.
It's coming for Newcastle, I'll tell you that.
This is mental.
It is.
I mean, are United that bad, or have Newcastle turned it on?
No, United have been bad, but actually, Newcastle have played well today. I have to say, I'm surprised.
Newcastle played really
They've defended
well
really well. United haven't defended well at all, I don't think.
So you would have taken Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli?
100%.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that Greenwood is really good. I don't think we can necessarily sleep on Sancho. I think Sancho's probably going to have a good season next season.
Yeah.
But I think at the moment, I think I can't really argue with the Arsenal boys, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Oopsie.
This is all going off in this game. It really is. And bookings left, right, and centre.
Yeah. It's going mad. It's all mad.
Heated.
We are
Who's
still
that yellow
live,
card
guys.
from?
If you want to tune in,
We're mad.
Everyone, give a wave on the live stream, Abby.
Hi guys.
Saeed, how you feeling there, babe?
Nah, listen, get that camera away from me. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed.
Maguire again.
Doesn't like this couch.
Another booking.
Yeah.
And Harry Maguire has
You
gone
told me to go on
into
that couch as well.
Someone has asked me, is United a top 6 side?
What
Probably
is this?
not at the
I mean,
moment.
control the chat, please.
I am controlling the chat, trust me.
Tell them to stop getting...
Control the
Trust me,
chat.
this-
It's free speech, okay? It's a free
No,
country.
because they're getting me a bit rattled now. I mean, I don't like that.
Oh, Saeed.
You know, because for me, this is a one-off game. Like, chill out.
It's a one-off game, did you say? But it's
As
not.
in, like, we lose, this is not the end of the world.
It's not. It's not the end of the world. But I'd say it's not a one-off game because you've played like this for quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
You've played like this for quite a while.
If I was Eddie Howe, like right now, I'd be pretty happy with this performance.
It should be. This is the best I've seen Newcastle play all season. By a country mile. Rabadam said, "This is such a wonderful game. Viva Saeed."
Yeah, thank you.
Rattled. Absolutely rattled.
Yeah. But it's, Newcastle, they beat us 2 years ago, 1-0, man, and they're that bogey team.
Yeah, but I think, you haven't got a great record.
When you look at the history of Newcastle, especially at St James's Park, it's been very, very kind of split the results,
Yeah, there's a chance here. Let's have a look. Shelby with the delivery. Oh. No one there.
Please get this out. Please, come on, man. Stop being like this.
And they've cleared it.
They go on then.
Have cleared it.
But that was better defending.
Well, it couldn't get much worse.
Oh, not a high leg, babe.
High boot. Joe Linton not happy about that one.
Wow.
There's been about 4 yellow cards in the space of like 10 minutes, if that.
Card happy, this guy. Card happy.
It's getting to that stage now where they just...
Who's your next fixture, Saeed?
Wolves at home, but, they've got COVID.
So that'll probably be postponed.
I know, and that's the thing. We lose this game, we have to wait till after the FA Cup.
But you will have then 3 games in hand, like Spurs.
You'd rather have the points, Abby, though. I'm sorry, but I'd rather have the points.
Yeah, but I don't think you would, and I'm going to tell you why. Because
Go on, then.
I was very happy that our games were postponed because I didn't believe we were ready. When we went to Burnley and it was called off in the snow, I was happy because I thought the way that Spurs are playing so far, I hadn't seen anything to show me that they... Let's see if there's anything in this.
Cavani! Yes! Come on!
Cavani
Get in there!
slipped it through.
El Matador! We have got the goal! Get in there,
and
man!
that is so incredibly
That's
undeserved.
what we wanted.
That's why I like Cavani.
Come on!
Cavani. This is so undeserved because
This
Newcastle
is the
have
one we
been
wanted, man.
by far
They've
the
been
better
so
team. By far.
Come on! This is it.
That is really disheartening for Newcastle because they should have put this game to
Dallo,
bed.
brilliant.
Great
That was just some bad defending from them at that point.
Come on!
And they're back in it just like that.
Out of nowhere.
And it was a
Brilliant
good,
Cavani. This is what I said about him.
Through and
He gets important goals, Abby. He gets important goals.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
But you know what I said about them making mistakes?
So unlucky for Newcastle.
Look at that.
So unlucky.
Yep.
So
this
unlucky.
is Newcastle's.
This is your chance. This is your chance
It
to get
is
yourself
now.
back in it.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be Newcastle ball out to Fraser? It was the quick ball to Maximum. Oh,
David
down to
De Gea.
Gea. But Newcastle is still coming for you.
Well,
still coming for you.
we'll see.
Yeah, sorry. As I was saying, I would have wanted them to be postponed because the way I was seeing Spurs play, they hadn't progressed enough that I felt that we would go to Turf Moor, which is a really tough ground to go to, and pick up all 3 points. You know, and obviously Conte having that time with Spurs, with all these postponements, has made Spurs much better. And you can see that now when they play, they look way more solid, they look confident. And I'm much happier with that, with what I can see. I feel like they could go and beat anyone at this moment in time, especially after the Liverpool game. So for me, I think that maybe it'll be not a horrendous thing if you've got the 3 games in hand, because you'll have more time with Ralph. And then when you do play them, maybe you'll be in a better mindset and fixture.
There's two ways of looking at it. Maybe that way, but then Arsenal, you know, for them as well, they don't want to have them games as well because they've played a lot. And then if they play Wolves in 2 days' time, will they be the same Wolves? Whereas Wolves have had, you know, time off. So I get what you mean.
Yeah, but that Wolves game is off tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go, it's off. You know,
it's off, and it is what it is. But I'm sure Arsenal will be affected at some point about COVID. I know they had at the beginning of the season, I think they had a few cases. Yeah. But I'm sure that they will. Hopefully they don't, but then it's likely they will be affected by COVID at some point. Ben Hall in the super chat said, if Ralph is such a world-class coach, why is his CV so poor? Is his CV better than what Ollie had? Because all I see is a glorified assistant. Anything to say to that side?
Well, he brought a substitution on and he scored. So how about that?
For me though, Cavani should always be in the starting lineup.
For me, yeah, 100%. I think he's a quality addition. He's trying to sit
Both times I've been
squad.
on this sofa, he's come on and made the difference in the last couple of games I've seen United play, I think.
Oh, still 7th, man. What's that all about?
Still 7th in your top squad?
Yeah.
Plus, he looks very scary.
Everyone said he's quite attractive. Everyone, you know, United fans, they say, oh, he's good looking.
I don't like beards and hair.
Okay.
So hence why I go
Not for you.
Well, no, but Harry Winks has grown a beard and I actually quite like it.
I'm going to start looking at Harry Winks in a whole different light now. A whole different light. Okay, so Saeed, what would you feel was your best 11 then for Manchester United?
I think the defence right now, I'd probably drop Maguire, play Lindelof. Midfield, I would go with Fred and Donny maybe, or Donny and Matic, one of them combo.
Is this your preferred back four?
No, I think I wouldn't play Maguire. I think I'll probably play Lindelof because Lindelof's been better than Maguire this season. And then what else would I do? The thing is that with the 4-2-2-2, I'm still not sure if it's going to work. But if we were going to play that, I think I would play Bruno and Sancho, and then I would play Martial and Ronaldo up top.
How do you feel about Martial saying he wants to leave?
I'm disappointed really because I thought he was going to be the one where he was going to kick on from that season where he was kind of like he played well, but it's just been a sad story really. You know what I mean? He don't want to play anymore. He doesn't want to be here anymore. He's made it evident now. The manager knows now he wants to leave. So all I can say is the fact that fair play. Who gets him? I think Tottenham would be a good attribute. I don't know.
Yeah. It could be.
So
have to wait and see what goes on in that transfer window.
For who's that? Sorry,
for Martial.
Oh, Martial.
Could be a good destination. Yeah. Let's see if United can do anything here. Ball in
Go on!
from.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
It's cleared by Jamal Lascelles. Oh God, that was a chance there.
Oh,
Lascelles did really well there. Saved the goalkeeper's hands.
Cavani nearly win it. What a cross that was. Who's that cross from?
Rashford with the ball, was a lovely ball. Telles with the ball in.
Telles. Oh, I think he misjudged it,
Dubravka.
Cavani misjudged it.
Guys, don't forget, hit the like button if you are enjoying this stream. We are very, very appreciative for all your likes and your super chats and your comments. What else is going on in the chat? Tomiyasu has COVID. Thank you very much. Someone let me know
does he now?
Apparently he does. All 4 right backs are out. Okay, I did say it was going to affect you soon, and here we go. It's happened. I can't actually say this guy's name. NT Sikaz said, Abby's so beautiful, shame she's a Spurs fan. Thank you very much. I've heard that many a time before. The fact that I'm a Spurs fan. Shame she's a Spurs fan. Ha ha ha.
Well, what fandom would they want you to be?
That's a very good point.
You're not the typical Spurs fan though. You're very nice and polite and collective. Like,
what are you trying to say?
I've had some bad experiences up at White Hart Lane. Oh my God.
Have you?
I had a guy threaten to put me in hospital when I was 19.
That's nice.
Because I was talking to, I think it was, I can't remember what year this was, but Torres got sent off, and I think we ended up drawing the game against you. And I was on the phone to my father, and I said, oh, I think we would have won if Torres didn't get sent off. And these two Spurs fans, he's about 50-year-old, was...
Were you sitting in the Spurs end?
No, this is walking out the ground.
Walking out, yeah.
And he was in front of me, and he sort of looked back at me, and I said, okay, Dad, I'll call you when I get home. And he just looked back again and went, you'll call him when you're out the hospital. I was like 19, this is a 50-year-old man. I was like, come on.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
Like, is there really any fucking need for that?
That's when you take football too far, isn't it?
Yeah, they take it way too far.
I was like, come on, mate. Like, I was only on the phone, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like I wasn't dressed in a jersey or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, guys, don't think all Spurs fans are like that, because I think they're at every club.
No, I just had honestly probably bad experiences up there, but yeah, they are at every club. It's just some don't get reported today.
Some don't get reported today. Could you imagine like ever supporting a different club?
My friend, somebody actually was like, oh, would you support this club for £1 million or whatever it was? But the problem is though, I think once you actually have a club.
Yeah.
Even if you said, oh, I support another one, you wouldn't, because it's where your heart is, isn't it?
Yeah, where your heart is, yeah.
So that's just not even an okay question to ask.
It's so funny because when you think, I couldn't even imagine supporting a different team.
Yeah, but it'd be so weird.
Or imagine like if I supported Arsenal or you supported City. Or,
yeah, it'd be weird.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what is close to Chelsea.
But I think actually, I would say probably in more American football and basketball and stuff, I think that's when you sort of can change your team based on where you live, or who's supporting, like who's doing better and whatever else. I don't think it's English football is just completely different. Mm-hmm. Well, European football.
Someone said Spurs fans at the bottom of the barrel. That is just unnecessary. All Tottenham, not all Tottenham fans, sorry. All football fans can be like that. It's just a small minority.
It's a minority kind of rooted for everyone.
Minority of people that unfortunately let the majority down. But as we said, don't forget to go and like the stream button, like the button if you're enjoying the stream. Right, we are almost into the last 10 minutes of this game. 1-1. Have you seen better signs since the goal went inside?
That was a fluky goal, if I'm being honest with you.
Do you think?
It was a goal.
That was just some poor defending.
Poor defensively from Newcastle. That was it.
Which is a shame because they've been so solid all game.
Yeah, that's why for me, I want to see. I'm interested. Yeah, there you go. Then
there we go.
Overall, players have been great. They made a mistake.
I'm going to go and pee.
I'm desperate. I'm so jealous of you.
You hold the fort.
Just hold the fort.
My first run.
Make sure you mute your mic.
Yeah, mute your mic. Yeah.
We don't want another lead judges. Remember that one?
Yes, I do remember that one. Sorry, what were we talking about before she went for the toilet?
No, I'm just saying, it's not been great for Man United, and that goal came out against a run of play. If I'm being honest with you, we didn't deserve that goal, but that's football.
It came completely against run of play.
Absolutely. But that's what you need in football. You need a bit of luck.
Yeah.
And we got that luck.
It's one of those things that you think, okay, Callum Wilson went off at half-time with that injury.
Absolutely.
If Callum Wilson would have been on the second half, Newcastle have created at least 4 really good chances. If he would have been on, would the score look different?
Rashford, to be fair, second half.
Rashford's really stepped up this second half.
Second half, yeah, he has.
He's, I think he's played a little bit higher up, I think, since Sancho and Cavani have come on. They've pushed him higher up in midfield. And I think that's actually probably where Rashford is best suited, Yeah,
not in that 10 role, but again, I'm starting to think, is he in the 10 role or is he up front?
What, where he is now?
I don't know. This system, it makes me confused.
It's a really, really odd system.
Isn't it? Because you don't know who's forward, who's in midfield. Has he changed it? He's in in the middle now somewhere. It might be a 4-2-3-1
It is now. He's changed it. He's gone 4-2-3-1. Even though I can't see it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, he's gone 4-2-3-1 in this one. But it is an odd formation. Like, is that 4-2-2-2 something that he's done at every club? Yeah,
he's done it at RB Leipzig, which was the famous one.
Yeah.
But he did it there though with players that weren't necessarily wingers. They were kind of, who would you call central attacking midfielders, players that could work in the system. Ronaldo, to ask a player like Ronaldo to press at 37, can that work? Go on there, Sancho, brilliant. He's played well second half. Cavani!
Cavani with the chance. Did Dubravka get fingertips to that? I think he might have done.
That was a chance.
The maximum hit. I love seeing Sir Maximum run.
Oh, he's injured again.
No. Oh, God.
There we go.
What a
There
shame.
we go. And then Ronaldo, can he damage?
Oh my God, this could just be detrimental for
I
Newcastle.
know. This is what happens though. Big clubs. Big moves. Sancho, cross it.
Ronaldo just sitting there in the box. Well, it looks
Damn.
like Sir Maximum is gone down injured, and if so, that is going to be detrimental to this club.
It just come up saying goals conceded in the last 15 minutes. Newcastle, I think it's with Norwich, they're level with 10.
Let's have a look and see what he did here.
I think he
he's
just
done it
maybe
himself.
pulled something or his hamstring.
And that is so unlucky, both him and Callum Wilson in the same game.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
That is,
Eddie Howe's probably thinking, oh.
I tell you what, when you're at the bottom of the table, it's so difficult to change your luck, isn't it? Because they really deserved to get something out of this game. And I know that at the moment they still might, but they should have been well and far ahead.
Especially this player's been very, very good today.
Yeah.
But this is what's going to happen in the league though when you have so many games now.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of muscular injuries.
You're right, and this is the argument, isn't it? Playing so many games in quick succession. Spurs play again tomorrow. They played yesterday, and lots of other teams are doing the same. Yeah. And obviously Jurgen Klopp's been very vocal about that. Brendan Rodgers has as well with COVID and the injuries.
But that's what I'm saying. That they may as well have a week to regroup rather than stopping and starting every now and again, because then you have those games have to be played at some point.
Yeah, but I think that this is where the argument always comes into about the money and things like that, because the money that the Premier League generate from having having so many fixtures crammed in over Christmas, what weighs up players' health and security and trying to avoid injuries, or having the money. And I'm sure that's why most players and managers are for trying to have one game less. If you don't have that game tomorrow in the middle of the week, it's fine, because your next game, most games aren't until the 30th, the 31st or the 1st.
Yeah.
And that's probably what would be better and should be done, but that's a massive blow for Newcastle.
Yeah, I think you want entertainment, but at the same time you don't want to be to the detriment of
your team.
Yeah, your team. Yeah,
that's a really big blow, and that's unfortunate. They played
really
well,
annoyed as well.
Really well. Right, super chat from NT Sickers. If she was an Arsenal fan, wifey material for 100%. That could be to either of us.
Yeah.
If you were what? Sorry.
If she was an Arsenal fan, wifey material 100%. That could be either of us.
Shame. I guess I'll be single then.
We'll just share that one.
The late Alan Shearer.
Alan is looking along and
he's looking bemused.
Getting worried, yeah.
And I'm not surprised. I would be so upset.
I was gutted though, because Sebastian's
been amazing. Come on, let's make advantage now. Come on, man. Let's get the win, man. No draw for me. Draw's disappointing result.
You have a massive advantage now with him going off.
Yeah, of course.
Dwight Gale's a good player though. I've always liked Dwight Gale. Oh.
Nah, De Gea. Come on, respect De Gea.
Was that Shelby?
De Gea. Best keeper in the world for me.
Best keeper in the world.
I think
He's definitely been your player of the season.
Yeah, easily.
That's for sure.
Absolutely.
How have you felt about Varane tonight?
Nah, shaky. It's been second half has been a bit better.
Yeah.
To be fair, he started off badly as well second half, but again, he's another one. To be fair, this season he has been shaky in certain aspects. There's been a few goals where he's come out, quickly, and I think he's been a bit rash. But there's certain other games like Tottenham away, I thought he's been brilliant. Wolves away, I think he's been instrumental. But again, it takes time to adapt to the league.
Yeah,
and it will take time. I think he's a world class defender. There's no denying that. But again, let's see what he does here. There you go, world class there. Oh, that is again very brave there. If that could have went another way there. Go on, Rashford, come on, that was a moment. Go on.
Let's see what they can
Pass
do
it.
now.
Well done, Newcastle.
That was the chance.
Have you enjoyed being a Newcastle fan tonight?
I've quite liked it, yeah. I feel very relaxed. It's always more relaxing when you're not watching your own team, I have to say.
Yeah, of course, yeah, 100%.
Because you can just be like a mutual.
Yep, you really can. I've never sat on the sofa, only for England games.
Really?
I've never.
We've only ever done one video before
I know,
together, haven't we?
and that was thinking,
which was I think I hosted that, didn't I, with the girls?
I think you hosted. Yeah. Oh yeah, when we did the England watch-alongs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done a watch-along and been on the sofa in the Premier League. Have you enjoyed it?
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's less stressful on this side.
Let's see at the end of the game. If you can all enjoy it, Let's get the win. Is that all right, everyone?
Yeah, let's see if you can do something.
Sophie's all right? Let's get the win.
Shut up, Saeed. I'm team Newcastle today.
You've got your rivalry going on tonight, guys.
We're not even rivals, Sophie. You guys are Chelsea, you're down south. Oh my God. But to be fair, though, remember we used to go for the league titles?
Oh.
That's not a foul, is
That's
it?
not a foul.
No. Get
I was
up.
going to give that.
I'm surprised they brought Almiron on now, you know. I would have thought he would have been a dangerous player to play.
He does all right for them, to be fair.
Yeah.
Ben Hall said, all the clubs, like my own, always claim to have the best academies, but when we would dip into them, we're saying they're not good enough. Makes no sense. Ben, who do you support? Let us know who you support.
Yeah.
So we can back that claim up and we can discuss that.
I mean, I don't know. Chelsea are getting a lot better at it.
I think Chelsea have got an incredible academy.
And a lot of our players actually go off and play for different teams, for instance, but they do become really, really good players, no matter who they play for. So...
Someone said...
I thought Sancho has been bright since he's come on. I really do.
Has he been your spark of the second half?
I think he's been a game changer, really.
Him and Cavani. So you said that you wouldn't have wanted him to come on?
No, not in the way that it was dealt with. I didn't understand it when they were coming off for both Fred and Greenwood. I didn't understand it, but he has made sense, so fair play.
I mean, there are bodies on the line now for Newcastle. Everyone.
Do you watch, though, every time a ball... Like, so Ronaldo's sort of... He always huffs and puffs. I think he literally does think, I'm playing with a bunch
Play
of...
the ball out. Play the ball out.
John Shelby. Come on. Yeah, look.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is that Dalot again, leaving him open?
Oh my God.
What the fuck was
that?
Oh my God.
Come on, he's open. Look
up.
up.
Oh my God.
You can
Oh
play.
my God.
Oh
my
the
God.
post.
Oh my God.
Shoot.
Oh my God.
David
De Gea!
Oh my God.
Wow, you are beautiful, man.
Oh my
David De Gea, what did I tell you guys, man?
The first chance.
Look up.
at this.
He should have
Look
passed
at that
though.
shot from
Oh
Jacob
my
Murphy.
God, David De Gea
And then again from
is the best
Almiron.
keeper in the world.
That was a great shot though. Who was that, Almiron?
Oh, Jacob Murphy and then Almiron. Where would you be with that David De Gea? This is insane.
We got a song. For
Sing
him.
it.
Always take De Gea with you everywhere you go.
Because you, honestly,
There you go.
what would you do without him? He's kept you in this
Always
game
take De
at
Gea
least
with
4
you
times tonight.
everywhere
And
you go.
honestly, Newcastle really deserves
Me and Abby, we both like this.
Yeah.
No tootsies on the floor.
They
I mean,
really...
you're supporting Newcastle as well, aren't you?
Do you know why? Because they deserve it.
Yeah,
They deserve
they
something out of
do.
this game.
Well, I deserve my happiness.
Do you though?
Oh, yeah.
They have worked so hard.
Maybe have to come out of here with a draw now. I think we deserve
They
a draw.
deserve the win.
You do?
We deserve a draw,
On
yeah.
what
There you
grounds
go.
do you
there
deserve
you
a
go.
draw?
Yeah, that's where you come in.
don't. Newcastle
Oh,
have
what a
been-
save.
Newcastle created so many chances.
Oh, my
They played
God.
so well. They've had 2 injuries to their 2 best players in Callum Wilson
Oh, my
and St
God.
Maximin. They've had a tough night. And they really do deserve that, and I just know
Can't
you're
believe
gonna
that.
miss it at the end.
I still think that Murphy guy though should have looked up and passed. He had
It was a
John
great-
Joe on the right, and then he had.
He should have, but he still hit the post. But still, my God, my goodness me, this game's been way more exciting second half.
Come on, Newcastle on the break,
They've got to believe
run!
about them.
Oh, my
Come
God.
on.
I think
Oh my
they'll
God,
win
this
it.
okay,
I think
come
they'll
on,
win it.
come on.
So no, that wasn't the ball. That was not the ball.
Oh, keep it on, yeah, that's it. I'll keep it on.
What,
Oh, go! Oh no! Oh my
I can't
God!
take this, you know.
I feel really
can't lie.
invested in Newcastle now.
I can't take this.
It's got entertaining in the 87th minute.
God.
I can't take this, guys.
I'm sorry, but you can't sit there and say that Newcastle don't deserve this.
They do deserve it.
Come on.
Come on. Just
We have been
That's it, into the box,
absolutely
into the box.
The decision making in the final third has just been poor.
That's it. In.
Oh my God. Get to full time.
They
Get
deserve
to
to win
full time.
it. You can't say they don't deserve to win it today.
They do, honestly, I took it back. I take it back. They do deserve to win this. That's
That
why I
is
said that goal.
madness.
We got a lucky equaliser.
You did completely against
Lucky
him on the play
equaliser.
today.
Man of the match, Joe Linton. Wow.
That's something you don't see every day, Joe Linton.
Well, there you go. We're making Brazilians look good.
Joe Linton get. I mean, I have to say, if you're Newcastle, you can feel.
Promising.
You can see there's definitely an improvement.
Imagine we nick it.
Well, I think that's been just awful for them.
We have been absolutely terrible
You've
tonight.
been awful from start to finish. United have been.
You've actually bored me. And
I have to say,
Newcastle have
I
been
think your football
entertaining.
has borderline been worse tonight than it was under Ollie.
Well,
I told you, I thought you played awful against
6
Norwich as well.
minutes of extra time.
That is a very, very
Despite
snide
the
thing
result,
there.
I thought you
Abbi,
played really
you hit
poor.
me when I'm low now.
I'm just
Come on.
saying, I thought you played poor against Norwich, and Flex said to me, no, he didn't. And I said, yes, you did. And I'm just saying that you have not made any improvement whatsoever. And
I can't disagree with you.
I can take into account COVID.
I see a Newcastle last-minute winner.
I hope you're
With
right.
6 minutes of extra
I hope you're
time.
right. 6
Come on,
minutes.
Newcastle!
Times have changed, man. I'm telling you.
Come on, Newcastle.
Oh my God.
We're really investing
We are
now.
hanging on.
Go on, babe, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Pass, yeah, lovely.
Lucky
Yeah,
to get a
come
draw.
on, here we
Play the
go.
part, the
Stay on
ball's
side.
there.
That's it. Shoot!
No.
Is that handball?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, go
It
to
is
VAR.
handball.
Oh, go
Oh
to
my
VAR.
God. Oh my God, please
Please
don't.
be handball.
Please don't.
Please be handball.
Abbi, what are you saying?
I'm trying to make an interesting stream here, okay? Is it a hand?
It's a hand
It's
fucking
handball.
ball!
Is a handball.
Oh my God.
If
Varanas-
VAR don't
Varanas-
give that.
Oh, it's outside the box though.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's still handball.
It's a handball. God, if only it would have been in the box. Didn't give anything for
They didn't
it.
give it. That's
Nah,
mad.
just because it was outside the box, they were just
That is
can't be bothered.
marginal.
Still, it should be a
Outside
free
the
kick.
box.
Yeah. We just need to get out of here with a 3 point. Was it 2 point? 1 point, sorry.
Someone said I'm a bully.
Newcastle need to go for it.
Yeah,
go,
exactly.
go, go.
Abbi. Stop it. Because you came in with like, yeah, I just want to see a good game.
What the fuck
I did
is that?
fancy a good game. It's been a good game.
It's been a good game to watch. Yeah, I've enjoyed
From a
it.
Newcastle perspective, it's been good. And I think you can really... No, don't tell me they've got another injury.
Yeah, they have.
Fabian Schär done his hamstring.
Got a hamstring.
Is it Fabian or Fabian?
I don't know. I would say...
Fabian.
How did I say? Fabian.
Yeah, Fabian.
Fabian, whatever you want to call
Whoever,
him.
yeah,
Schär.
whichever.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. How's he going to play on
I think
with
he's
that?
all right though.
Have they made 3 subs? I think they have.
Callum Wilson. Come on.
I still think they should always be allowed to have 5 subs if we're talking about the injuries and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. With COVID and stuff, I think you probably should be allowed to have
But even
that.
so, I don't mind it in the game. It's actually quite fun to change it up a little bit. Makes it more exciting.
You literally
I
change
don't mind
half
the 5
half the
subs
team.
Yeah.
Look, as we just said, I think that there's so many positives that you can take from Newcastle in this game. They've looked the best I've seen them play all season.
Yeah, they've definitely played really well.
But those injuries are going to be a big blow if Callum Wilson and St Maximin are out for a long period of time. And hopefully for Newcastle, they won't be.
I think St Maximin will be all right.
No,
Well done. Oh my... Oh no, he's lost it. Don't
Oh my
foul
God,
him.
no,
Oh
no.
shit.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
See, that's one thing
They've worked so hard tonight.
as well. So Chelsea, for instance, Mendy is really
Oh
good
my
at coming
God,
out
oh my
as
God.
well.
On his bike, Ryan.
Oh my God. Oh my God, man.
God, he's quick. Saeed, what do you reckon?
I think he needs to stay in his box. What's his name again?
Dubravka.
The goalkeeper. He needs to
Dubravka.
stay in his box. Like you've got to be a really good goalkeeper to know when to come out. Mendy did it yesterday against Aston
You know
Villa.
what, Abbi? I'm just confused.
How
Look
have you
at
not
this.
caught
Oh my
that?
God.
You
But
can't
again,
let the ball go
imagine
there.
Cavani just decides to chip him rather than think about Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Murphy's got a good. Is that Murphy taking a throw?
Yeah, Jacob Murphy.
Yeah, he's got a quite good throw, you know.
All the suspense in here. I can feel the tension to my left hand
I'm
side.
happy to get a draw, you know. I'm getting out
I
with a
think
draw
you should be
here.
over the moon with getting
Mate,
a draw.
I'm honestly.
'Cause you don't deserve
we
it.
don't deserve anything
Oh,
from this
don't
game.
fuck it up again. Oh, what was that? What was the goalkeeper? This goalkeeper needs to go. He's not very good, is he?
Dubravka is just feeling that squeaky bum time.
He's not very good. He shouldn't be coming out like that at all. There's 2 minutes to go. And I'll be fuming
Guys,
if you
don't
not
forget
get
to
the
hit
win.
the like button if you are enjoying and have enjoyed this stream. I hope you have. I think it's been quite entertaining, actually.
Yeah. Subscribe to us.
Subscribe.
Ow, just hit myself.
Oh, wow. Honestly, I could just feel the tension from Saeed.
Oh my God, imagine being in the stadium there. If Newcastle get the last minute winners, being in the stadium would be mental.
They really do.
Mental.
They've deserved it.
But can we win it?
Unfortunately,
Oh, brilliant from
I think
Sancho. That's brilliant
Is it-
feat.
Oh,
Oh, it's a foul.
they're giving
It's
a
offside,
foul
though.
right there.
It's offside.
It is offside. Well, look, you can't say that you've
Oh my
had more
God.
chances in the last 5 minutes than you've had the whole game.
Yeah. We've not had clear-cut chances,
It's
have
been
we?
poor from you.
You know, we've not had clear-cut chances. That's the thing.
It has been poor, but you can't say Newcastle did not deserve that.
Yeah.
I think had St Maximin not gone off.
Yeah. But they played better without them, though.
Yeah, they've still
You
been
know,
alright. Dwight Gale's a good player though, and that Almiron,
They've
since he's
just
come on,
been-
he's been alright.
When I said to you about guys, they want it more. They're scrapping for their lives. And if we don't match them, you know.
Yeah, you've got to be right
Exactly. The formation, you know, didn't really. I don't know what's going on with this formation. I think
Well,
there's
I
a lot
think
to be done.
I think it's safe to say the 4-2-2-2 is maybe not working.
Maybe for now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
maybe
now.
different personnel. quickly, what do you want to do? I know you said you want a midfielder in January. Is that feasible for January?
It has to be, because for me, we don't have a destroyer in there. You know, like a Partey, someone that can get a grip of the game. We don't have that one to control the game. We need someone in there. We need someone that can press. We need a lot of things. Pogba to come back. When is
Pogba due back?
Apparently, Ragnar said a couple of weeks, so it's not looking good.
A little bit more.
Yeah. And it's
Game over.
Game over, and that is it. And that is a very undeserving draw for both teams in completely different ways, right?
Yeah.
Completely different. But I think Newcastle should be proud of that.
Joelinton looks proproperly like knackered and just like gutted because they did so well.
Yeah, they did. But do you know what? The hard work starts now.
Oh yeah, he wants to see Ronaldo. Yeah, this
is getting more.
What is the point of doing that? You're just going to get thingy.
Yeah, but you end up actually meeting who you want to meet.
Yeah, true.
You do. Don't get any ideas, guys. Don't stream.
Yeah, but you just
stream on the pitch. Is that right? Stream on the pitch. Invade the pitch. Right. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Top squad. Let's have a look at your top squad quickly, please.
Is there even a point? You know what I mean?
They look gutted.
I have come in the leaderboard. I finished 7th.
You finished 7th, so just like United will as well. Oh.
Yeah, you know what, Abbi? You got the upper hand now. Let's see if this stays like that. You know what I mean?
Let's see what happens. You're going to be going on to. You're doing Big Six now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of. You know, for me, I'm just kind of like, you know, this is a 2 points, massive 2 points drop for me, and I am concerned about, you know, in terms of personnel. You know, Ralph Ragnick got it wrong for me. Personnel, second half, it didn't look. We're just at a minute where we're a bit of a, you know, we need training, we need training time, we need these guys to gel. But you know, can he gel quickly? The Premier League is ruthless.
Yeah.
Have you got enough time? You know what I mean? I'm concerned, but again, I'm not going to be worried in the long term, because I think he will get us top 4, but it's not going to be pretty. And I said that. I said it's going to be bad before it gets good.
Yeah.
And fair play.
Oh, I love it when they give their shirts. So they should, because they've just stolen a point.
David De Gea, man of the match.
Yeah, should be man of the match.
Where would we be without David De Gea?
He made some amazing saves.
Absolutely. Rogine Roper said, Saeed, you better bring out balaclava. Skullfuggery coming for you.
Nah, not really. If we'd have lost, yeah, but the balaclava's at home, so you can
balaclava's at home. Ooh, I feel like he's going to go and vent some anger.
I don't know.
Aren't you? On the Big Six.
I'm disappointed tonight, because that's 2 points dropped against a team, you know, we should be beating. And for me, it's a lucky draw. It really, really is a lucky draw.
Yeah. JD said, ha ha ha, United in the mud. Mohammed said, Big Steve coming for Saeed. James said, Ralph is a scam, not scan. Joelinton, man of the match, not even close. His amazing fight. So Varane out of his depth in the Premier League. Always been Varane. Out of his depth in the Premier League.
I think he just had a bad game today, but I mean, I'm gutted for Newcastle, because they did so well, and you could see the fight in them today. They really wanted to win that. Yeah. I think just a couple of injuries sort of set it back a little bit, and then that one defensive error.
Do you think that if Callum Wilson maybe would have stayed on the pitch and set maximum for the full 90, that they
would have got that goal? I don't necessarily. I think they still did all right when Dwight Gale and Aaron come on. And Murphy, actually. Was it Murphy that came on? Yeah. But it's a shame, because they really did need an extra couple of points, because if you look at, like, we're looking at it now, Newcastle played 19 games, the two above them, Watford and Burnley, have only played 15 and 16, so it's going to be hard for them to actually get out of it if those two win. I don't know what the Burnley and Watford's fixtures are, but
I guess this fixture, you probably wouldn't have backed Newcastle to pick up a point in this.
It's a lot to do, man.
United stay 7th, just like Saeed in top squad. 28 points, 17 played. They've got, was it 2 games in hand you've got? Yeah.
2 games in hand, yeah. But
2 games in hand you've got. You face Wolves next, if that game goes ahead, which it likely won't.
Wolves, is it a 3 point? You know, they don't concede goals, you know, Wolves.
They don't, but they also struggle to score them.
But then that's a 0-0, isn't it then?
It could be. It could
oh
be.
My God.
Right, we are just waiting to get your top squad rankings up and have a look and see who won for the day.
Oh my God.
Gutted about that. I really wanted Newcastle to get that last minute winner there.
Are you excited? Have you been excited being a Newcastle fan?
I have. Do you know what? I've never even minded Newcastle, because I think they have a genuinely amazing fan base. It's a great place to go. It's a really good away day, and you can feel the sort of atmosphere when you're up there. So I don't hate Newcastle. I think they've got a lot of like respectability. But and they're not really, you know, Chelsea's competition as of the moment. So, yeah. But I mean, out of all the teams, I think you can ask anyone in the Premier League, they don't want to see Newcastle go down. There's other teams that you would 100% prefer to go down than Newcastle. Okay. But I just think they're in that stage where they're going to have to make two or three signings just in this January transfer window, even if they're just loan spells, just to get them, just to keep them up, or try and keep them up, and then next summer they can go big. Because even if they do get relegated, you know their owners are going to spend big in the summer, and they're going to come straight back up. Yeah. And I don't think that the new owners have just bought the club thinking, you know, I want instant success. Because I think they know it's not going to. It's not going to. Yeah, 100%. It's going to take a while, like it does with any. Like even with Chelsea, Man City, when they got taken over, it takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight.
Absolutely, well said. Right, your top squad winners. Right, coming in top. Actually, hold on. I've been sent two here. Which hold on. Check. Yeah, see if you can get it on yours, as I've got two here. Verify.
Yeah, Wilson Ryan won. DC is second, Bumpy Johnson in third. So Wilson Ryan 181
Okay.
Yeah.
Wilson Ryan 181. Congratulations on winning that. And I believe there will be some prizes. That's how Top Squad works, isn't it?
Yeah.
So stay tuned at the end of the stream, and we will let you know what that is. But for everyone else that's joined us, Saeed, thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know.
It's Sophie. Still not a win, is it? Babe, you just need to not come on the sofa.
Yeah, maybe just
because you're never having a good time here.
Yeah, Don Robbie, I'm not coming back now. You know what I mean?
Oh, fancy. And everyone can see you on Big Six right now.
Yeah, Big Six in a bit. Do I want to go? Maybe not. But
maybe not. Maybe he's going to duck
face our fears.
Maybe he's going to duck out. Soph, lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you all. I'll be seeing you again soon now that I'm back in the country. So
yay.
Yeah, woo.
Sophie's back. And that's everything. So we will catch up with you later on this week. And obviously Saturday's New Year's Day, so there's no Saturday football show this Saturday. But we will be back with Saturday football show the following week. So we will, as always, keep you posted with whatever's coming up on the Don Robbie channel. Have a great week and a happy New Year if we don't see you before.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.